Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kusogrande Live at SGDQ 2025. I'm Brosentia, and we're here on Thursday morning for all of the brave people who are awake. Thank you for being here. I know that it's a little bit of a smaller crowd, but that's kind of how Thursday goes. Everybody's kind of just, especially since Silly Block was this morning, I think everybody was there and then went to sleep, which is just sort of the reality. So thank you for the rest of the kind souls being here. We've got Shrambles, our GM for this match today. Hello, Shrambles.
Hello, Brosentia. I am keeping the trend of Silly Block going with the game that I've given out today. Usually we don't have a Wii game in Kusogrande, but this seemed to be the best opportunity to foist upon our players some Wii Motion Plus waggle silliness.
Even better, Shrambles is offering for our first place winner here for Kuso Live a copy of Swords, the game that they're going to be playing today. Thank you so much, Shrambles. Yeah, well, Strife 818 and Slowback 1 won their first matches. Now they're up against each other. Are you both ready to begin? In that case, let's go ahead and do the countdown. And we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go!
So this is Swords. Yeah, they'll be playing normal difficulty. So this screen where they'll have to adjust their Wii Motion, we might be seeing that a lot this match.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
yeah, here we are. We did inform the players that, you know, they may listen to the dialogue. They may wish to skip some of it. It will be up to them to decide what is going to be the most helpful here. Ooh, look at a sword!
So yeah, so we are going to be starting in a tutorial. It is that era of video games where you are going to be tutorialized on everything. But I think it's pretty necessary in this game since there's a lot of weird mechanics. So it does use the Wii Motion Plus, so it does have a more wide breadth of movement, but since it is still the Wii, it's not going to be the greatest. So we have the B button, which is sort of our counter. You need to actually line up your sword perpendicular to the slice in order for you to actually block an attack.
Gotcha, yeah. So if it's a horizontal attack, you want your sword straight up and down so that it goes.
Yeah, so you want to make a cross with whatever attack is happening.
Yeah. Now, the players do have headphones on, so they are not listening to us. Anything that we say here, you know, we may have information that the players don't get. It looks like both Strife and Slowback are trying to get the correct attacks as our instructor here is giving us. Who is this guy?
So so if we look at the manual, we can actually look to see what his name is. I don't remember it. I think.
Focus on making sure your
Not Jake. Oh, Sensei Musashi.
Yes.
The reclusive Sensei Musashi keeps to himself in a walled garden in Kyoto. He's an ancient sword master who has been around for generations, and no one knows his true age. Once every few years, he'll accept a new student. Once he or she walks into his dojo, they are never seen again. Uh-oh.
So counterattack is going to be one of the most important things in this game.
Then counterattack.
So you need to perfect block and counterattack, and it's pretty much the only way you're going to actually do damage to enemies after we get through this tutorial.
Show such promise.
So how do you perfect block?
So you need to actually line it up exactly perfectly perpendicular.
Hold down the continue to hold down the
Yeah, considering this is Wii motion controls, that will take a little while to get used to, but it does seem more precise than certain motion controls I've seen, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, they did their best with the Wii Motion Plus. Like, you know, you get more an accurate movement. It's not like the old Wiimote where it was just waggle, waggle, hope you get it.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the differences there. I mean, sure, I played plenty of tennis on the Wii. You know, that's great. All you gotta do is flail and you win.
So this is the moment where they have to deflect.
Or click.
Yeah, they just click.
We're not fast enough.
The shurikens, and it looks like Slowback was not fast enough.
You're not fast enough. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there is no feedback clicking those things.
I mean, they disappear.
Like, you click it, they disappear. You get no, there's no vibration in the Wiimote that you would expect. It just vanishes.
Calm yourself.
Yeah, no feedback on the controller, no sound. It just no special effect on screen. It just goes away. I love it.
So we are now in our first fight. And each fight is a best of 3. So you need to win against the opponent twice in order to move on to the next fight.
Gotcha. Well, it looks like both of the players are landing quite a few hits against the sensei. Again, we are judging based off of progress here, right? Just linear
Correct.
progress through the game.
Linear progress, and if they're on the same fight, we will try to go by the health bar. It's pretty similar right now, so I think Slovak has the slight lead.
A very, very slight lead, yeah. But since it's best 2 of 3, we'll be able to see pretty easily like who has managed to get a win against their opponent, you know. At least hopefully. If the UI is any good, it'll show it on the screen.
It will, yes. So there will be a little orb onto the bottom, or maybe the top, to signify who's. And so, yeah, anytime the opponent does one of those attacks, it's almost free damage. And I think Slovak is going to get the first KO.
Nice. Take that, sensei.
So we're now round 2, so yeah. So you can see signified by that little orb on the top of Slovak's health bar. That's going to signify that they have 1 win over our opponent.
Strife got it as
Strife
well.
is theirs.
Very nice. Yeah, I love the enthusiasm from a couple people in the audience specifically. Yeah.
It's all we need. And Slovak's going really good against our sensei right now.
Take that, sensei.
You must focus.
Yeah, Slovak making a lot of solid progress here. And there we go. Sensei goes down.
Yeah, really utilizing the special attack. So the special attack is something that you charge up by, I believe, just holding A, or no, it's either holding A or holding B, and then you're allowed to just do a special attack against your opponent.
Easier to cut.
Okay, Strife is through it as well. Very nice. Both players getting through the tutorial section without much time lost. They did very, very good there. Uh-oh.
And so
More
now
lessons?
it is essentially Fruit Ninja, but it's Stuffed Animal Ninja.
Or, well, sometimes fruit.
Sometimes fruit, sometimes stuffed animals.
Oh no, the bear! Haha, decapitated. Uh-oh, a UFO. I hate it when my sensei throws UFOs at me, you know?
Good cut.
Okay, we've got blueberries, bears. Oh no, is it a figure of himself?
I mean, don't you have your own Brosentia, like,
Maybe
merch?
one day I will make a stuffed animal. No, I do not want a stuffed animal on myself. That would be weird.
You don't want the Kusogrande community to have a little plush of you that they hold on close to
No,
every night?
no, this is
Remember your
terrifying.
training.
Ugh. Okay.
So now,
Not too difficult there, but what's happening on Slovak's?
so Slovak is now fighting Ragnir.
Uh-oh.
And if you would like to read Ragnir's description,
Yes, this giant Viking chieftain wades into battle without any thought of tactics. Well, that's not a good idea. Relying on his phenomenal stamina and strength to carry the day. His slow but powerful sword strikes are enough to knock a careless enemy to the ground. So if that is true, you want to learn how to block.
yeah, he is definitely your block tutorial kind of fight. So if you're not blocking, you're not going to win this fight.
Perfect block by Slovak. Very nice. It looks like Strife is doing possibly a little bit better with these blocks, taking no damage so far.
I mean, all that matters is the health of the opponent. And here comes the special attack. He throws axes.
Not axes.
And just, you know, as any good samurai does, you just click the axes and they get thrown right back at the Viking.
Honestly, clicking the most important thing you can do as a samurai. Not like that.
Yeah, mouth noises.
Yeah,
Like,
mouth noise. Just imagining a samurai sneaking up on you and going. That would be, ooh, I don't
it'd
like
be
it.
intimidating. I mean, the mental game is just as important as the physical game
It's
in a
true.
samurai battle.
Well, I think samurais are
And
a lot
Slowback
less
gets
about
the
that.
kill with the
Whoa.
special move, very close to losing his own HP at the same time.
Yeah, Strife, meanwhile, you know, not really going any slower, but conserving much more health. I think this is going to work out for Strife.
Yeah, so Strife, while playing the long game, is really getting a handle of the blocks and maintaining HP, which is going to be very vital in some of these later fights, which are very particular in how you need to actually get them to move.
Ah!
Oh, Slowback getting hit by the special attack, but then returning with his own.
Okay, just one more hit for Strife. There we go.
Strife gets the
Rockmere
clear.
down. Round 2 for both of the players. Does the enemy get more difficult on round 2, or is it fairly similar?
It's fairly similar. It's just a matter of like getting the right, essentially, God, what am I, patterns down. So they'll mix up their patterns every now and then, but it's essentially the same fight. And Slowback maintaining HP very well, charging the attack. For some odd reason, sometimes the opponents will just start mocking you, which is a great time to attack. And Slowback did get a special attack while Ragnar was just like, I'm better than you.
I'm better than you. Yeah, if you're talking and not swinging your sword at the same time, someone's gonna whack you. That's just life. Yeah, now if, Slowback taking a bit of a heavy hit. Unfortunately,
but
Strife
gets the
missing.
clear.
Very nice. Strife missed the axe clicks. I don't think Strife saw it during round 1. And because of that, you know, missing the clicking, again, first lesson as a samurai or whatever you are in
All
this.
right, so now we have another test of blades. We need to now carve objects with our Wii samurai sword. We need to carve this wood into a triangle.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Another triangle is needed. I don't know why we need triangles, but this is what our sensei is asking
Well,
for.
Strife is through as well. Very nice. Good job to both of the players. Honestly, I think that, you know, the beginning of this game, considering a lot of Wii games, you know, they start off relatively simple, but start getting more complicated as time goes on. Especially, like, by this era, companies had learned tutorials are really important. Teaching people how to play the game is really important. And unfortunately, they kind of go ham in how heavy the tutorials are. A lot of teaching.
Slowback trying to see if they can just skip this mini game. Unfortunately, they cannot. It is timed. I think has enough, essentially, things cut into shapes.
Is there any benefit to getting a lot of cuts here?
No. Just personal glory.
What about the ice blocks?
Strife has ice. For some odd reason, it does that. And so now we are getting into more interesting weapons. So with each fight that our players win, they unlock different swords, which each their own special abilities. So Slowback has the Retribution Sword, and our 4-page manual will go over what these swords actually do. Yes, we're fighting Lancelot now.
So, Retribution, a radioactive isotope found in this sword causes any perfect block to damage an opponent. That's right, you're fighting with radiation here.
Like any good samurai, using radiation is a noble tactic in the art of war.
Well, luckily we do have the Lancelot fight going on. Of course, you know Lancelot is a graceful knight of the Round Table. His skill with the broadsword and shield are the envy of knights throughout the land, obviously. His gleaming silver armor protects him from all but the most powerful and well-placed strikes as well as radiation. Perfect. Well, it doesn't say that in the manual, not the radiation part, but all the rest of it.
But yeah, Slowback has been getting a lot of great hits on Lancelot right now, really utilizing the special attack. I remember playing this and just having no good time finding the opening, so I'm very impressed with how Slowback is just getting these openings really well.
Yeah, Strife having a little... No, Strife is doing really well as well, like about 33% down. Very nice for Slowback. Lancelot going down once. Luckily, everybody in this universe can die more than once. It's very convenient.
But yeah, Slovak is really using these special attacks. Strife, I don't think, has been utilizing them as much.
Strife, watch out! The daggers! Oh, okay, that was easy for Strife. Bam, the reflect, and I thought that was gonna knock Lancelot down, but unfortunately just gotta land the sword hit, and unfortunately Lancelot getting a lot of good defense here.
Yeah, typically those daggers glance a lot off of him.
Oh, wow. Oh, we've got more daggers.
Already completing Lancelot, Slovak.
Very nice Slovak. Strife, you just need one hit.
This next test is the most I will place.
There we go.
You strike with precision and swift.
Okay, victory. We do have round 2 for Strife.
And it wouldn't be a video game if we didn't have a zombie wave mini game.
Ah, the classic samurai tale, going up against zombies with a radioactive sword. You know that this is, you know,
I mean,
feudal Japan?
There's a reason why we have a radioactive sword, and this is the consequence.
Yeah, maybe this is all of the bodies of Lancelot that you just fought. Just coming back. Rah. Challenge passed. Okay, that zombie didn't even die.
Nope, you only needed to kill 10 of them. For some odd reason, this one you just get when you finish. And so now we have a new sword. We have the Dragon Breath sword.
Ooh, well, I think that we already saw a little bit of the element there. I saw some fire on it. Forged in the heat of a volcano, this blade dances with an ancient flame, creating devastating fire attacks. I don't know of any flame that's ancient. Like, that's not how fire works. It exists right now. If it's old fire, that means that it went out.
Yeah, so now we have our new opponents. We have Amira. Princess Amira is well known for her chivalrous nature and fighting and her generosity to her people. When she wins a fight, she donates her prize money to the needy. She said it's the only right since she grew up in the royal palace. Trained by the mysterious Arabian Knight, Amira keeps her blades moving rapidly to confuse her enemies. It would be wise to attack before she strikes.
Okay, it appears that Slovak is doing just that. By the way, we did let them take a look at the manual, so Slovak may already know attack before she attacks because, you know, he was paying attention to the manual.
It's a very good strategy. Win before you lose.
Oh no, that might not happen with Strife on round 2 Lancelot, but, you know, with enough blocks. Oh, Strife so close.
Yeah, I will say the...
Yes!
I will say the isotope sword, the radiation one, I think is the best sword. Since anytime you block, it does passive damage to the enemy, which in these later fights, there's so little opening sometimes. And Slovak...
Very nice for Slovak. I think against her, perhaps, you know, not using the radioactive sword just because you want to attack before she attacks. That's your opening. If the fire sword deals more damage, active damage, then that's probably the way to go against her. But then switching back to the radioactive isotope sword might be the right call.
Yeah, and so something that we didn't see on Slovak with the zombies actually do have armor on those, like, shiny spots. So you do have to attack them twice if you hit that spot. But Strife already threw zombies, and Slovak halfway through the final fight against Amira, getting that special attack in.
Okay, actually, within the game, it does tell you attack quickly to stop her attacks. So, you know, it's a knowledge check. Did you read the manual? And if not, did you read what your sensei told you? And if you didn't do either of those, you're going to have a hard time here.
And that is another clear for
Very nice, Slovak.
I am genuinely impressed. Like,
despite the name Slovak, he's rushing through this. He's doing amazing here.
so as is tradition, we have another mini game between our fights.
Now, you need 15 points. Okay.
It is a game of Simon Says.
Oh no. Okay, right, up, right, left. Okay, this isn't too bad. This is fine. Yeah, right up, right, left up. See, I can do Simon Says.
mean,
Never mind, I forget the order now.
yeah, but like you get a point for each one you do correct, so it's not.
This blade's
Ooh,
frozen fist
frostbite!
for next time.
New sword for
Against
slowback.
he wields a
Oh,
powerful
Strife
cutlass.
getting
The key to his demise
some
is to what-
scary weapons being thrown, but reflecting one back at her. Very, very nice. Slowback does have the next sword, specifically Frostbite. Annealed in the crystalline permafrost of the Arctic, this sword will slow any enemy it strikes.
And then this is Cutthroat. Cutthroat may be a scoundrel of the First Order, but he is an extremely funny scoundrel at that. His cutlass can cause severe damage if he lands a strike. His sword skills, along with his trusty dagger, allow him to parry most attacks easily.
So parrying him is probably the best idea, rather than, except, yeah, so perfect blocks will probably be needed. There we go, Strife through round 1, on to round 2. Took a little longer, but again, we still have plenty of time in this match, you know, 30 minutes left. Wow, this game actually feels like it's taken a while.
I mean, it has those moments. But Slowback slowly chipping away, getting a special attack in.
Very nice.
Really finding his openings against these guys. I really want to see Cutthroat's comedy, though. Like, he's got that skeleton in a cage in the background. Now we can't see it anymore, so great job. Oh, there it is.
There it goes, just kind of swinging around. Why can't we fight the skeleton? That would be so much cooler. Instead, we got this guy, the funny scoundrel. Haha, so funny. Okay, Strive trying to take Amira down and actually doing a pretty good job. I think that he is making this fight a little bit faster than the last time that he fought her. But again, rather than... Okay, there we go. Slow back through round 1. Yeah, the Strife unfortunately doesn't appear to have learned the attack before she attacks strategy. And instead is using the block and then parry. But it worked!
It works. Strife is through. Now just has to play Simon Says and will be on Cutthroat.
Oh, that silly scoundrel. I like the... Actually, no, I was going to try to talk about features of the pirate I like, and I was just going to say something like, I like the bandana. I don't know if I do, though. That's kind of a gross green.
Maybe it's not a bandana. Maybe it's just like a watermelon as a hat.
Okay, okay. I mean, we did cut a few watermelons earlier. He just kept part of it. I mean, it's still good. It's only been like 10 minutes. Watermelon doesn't go that fast.
Oh yeah, I think Slowback's gonna get the clear.
Very nice,
Cutthroat
Slowback.
is down. I am going to be very surprised if we see a completion.
A noble to earn your next sword.
I mean, how many? I see that we've got at least 3 more people in the manual, as well as Jake. Who's Jake? We have not seen Jake.
We won't see Jake.
Yeah, apparently Jake is another street kid who grew up with Hero, the main character. Hero had tried to instruct Jake in the art of the wooden bokken with some success. Wait, so you were teaching another kid how to use a sword, but you're learning how to use a sword?
That is correct.
Well, no wonder Jake sucks. Okay, whenever Hero needs a practice session, Jake is the first to volunteer. So if you want to go and practice, you can go and practice with your student who you taught while not knowing how to use a sword. Perfect.
Yeah, we are back in this slicing fruit ninja style mini game.
Okay, cantaloupe down, ugly bear down, sensei down. Yeah, watermelon. Here's the deal. I used to love watermelon until I made the mistake of working in a produce department, and rotten watermelon is literally the worst smell in existence. It ruined my joy of watermelon for a good, 2 decades.
I don't know if you need to clap at a mini game completion, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate the watermelon slicing excitement there. Ooh, Fang of the Viper. This sword poisons an enemy with a deadly venom, causing additional damage over time. Okay, I like poison. Uh-oh. Who are we up against now? She looks scary.
So this is, I'll pronounce it Kaiko. Kaiko is Sensei Mushashi's former student who turned her back on her mentor's peaceful teachings and instead concentrated on the aggressive sword strikes of her katana. She is the classic good girl gone bad.
Oh, she's gone so bad. I mean, honestly, any girl attacking you with a sword has probably gone bad.
But yeah, I think this is the first time we've actually seen Slowback not have the HP lead.
Yeah, Slowback getting a few hits, but you know, it's best 2 out of 3 as long as you learn a little bit how to deal with an enemy during the fight. There we go, Strife knocking down Cutthroat once, moving on to round 2 and making Cutthroat a little bit slow. This is helping a lot during the fight, actually. He's so slow! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, here we are. We're getting some poison slices in. Slowback is going essentially slash for slash.
I think I might just stick with the ice sword. That was so good, Strife. Like, round 2, you just slow him down, block a single attack, pop, 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 he's down. And there we go, Slowback down round 1 on, you said Kaiko,
Could be
it's
Keiko.
K-E-I-K-O, according to the spelling here. I don't know. Tifa.
Tifa took up sword fighting instead of just punching.
Yeah, I mean, that's why she's not so good at it, you know? She'll just punch you.
But yeah, Slowback now has the rhythm of this fight. He's really whittling down her HP with that poison.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan of using poison in video games. It's great. Often ends up causing me to lose because I like poison too much. There we go.
That is another clear. I think we are 2 fights away, and Slowback might be just walking away with the victory here.
In her defeat.
It's very possible. Speaking of taking the victory, you know, we have 2 more people coming up with the next match. Let me check to see if they are here, because if so, I'll have to stand up and go yap with them a little bit. IR Cheesecake 82, are you here? Okay, and how about Ashen Strix? Perfect. So Shambles, I'll let you do commentary for a second, and I will be right back.
All right, so Slowback is continuing to chop wood into shapes, the most important duty of a samurai, while Strife is fighting Kaiko for the first time. We'll see if Strife has a faster fight. Maybe he'll be able to make up some time. They are down essentially a fight and a mini-game, since this mini-game that Slowback is doing does not complete until you actually run out of time. The Master Sensei really needs these triangle pyramid wood shapes for whatever reason. You can imagine whatever reason that would be in your own head. But yeah, Strife doing a very good job, already down half HP against her, doing a great job getting these counters and shots in, while Slowback is really going to the calibration thing. This is something I expected to see happen a lot more in this game. It feels like half the time your Wiimote feels uncalibrated most of the time, even after it's calibrated. All right, 10 seconds left. We have, I think we have enough pyramid shapes. And Slowback will be moving on to our next fight. But we'll be getting another blade in the meantime. So is now received, I believe, the Defender's Blade. And that is a clear for Strife. One more fight against... Oh, and Slowback is opting to go with the Poison Blade. I don't know how effective that will be against Razor. This is Razor. Razor is the last of the Jumanji Hunter droids, created during the 4th Interstellar Rebellion Hunter droids were programmed with all known forms of sword fighting, then immersed into a combat simulation for 10 years. Its technique is perfect. It is armed with laser swords, capable of incredible acrobatic maneuvers, and never tires.
Ooh.
Is there any way to defeat it?
Well, I mean, based on how Slowback is doing, maybe not. Holy cow. Oh, except the special attack, getting the poison in there, that's good.
I never knew you could poison a robot.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I'd say a cyborg you can poison, but a droid?
I mean, you could probably fill it with a bunch of like
Viruses.
with AI being like the big thing now, just feeding it a bunch of junk AI data.
Ooh, install Norton antivirus. There you go. That's the way you slow it down.
And that is a clear for Strife.
Perfect. Very nice, Strife.
Now Strife unfortunately has to go through a 90-second mini game that is unskippable.
That's okay. 10 objects to carve. Actually, wait, if you carve 10 of them, are you finished with it early?
No, you have to wait through the entire 90 seconds.
Well, I guess let's go ahead and make some triangles and squares then. Slowback is making a comeback here. Hopefully not going to die. Ooh, getting low on HP. Need to get some blocks in there. Hopefully get a poison in. Oh,
is that
good.
going to be enough? Is that going to be enough? Oh, but does the special attack? It's shooting 4. 4 is the biggest number we've seen so far, and it's not enough. Both
of them
on slivers.
The next hit wins this round. Let's see.
Oh!
No!
As was stated, Razor's technique is perfect.
It's flawless, yeah.
That's why it won with so much HP left.
So much, aka 1
HP.
1 HP.
1
left.
HP is all you need. Strife on the other side, getting these blocks of wood blocked up.
So wait, which sword is the Slowback using?
So
is that the Sword of Life?
No, Slowback decided to go back.
Oh, the poison, the Wing of the Viper.
I believe he unlocked the Defender's Blade, which I will mention is this sword was formed by Metal Mind from Mount Titan. Well known for its pure iron, it seems to block better than most blades.
Seems to. Yeah, that with something like that, what it might do is open up a longer window for you to actually get like a perfect block out. Slowback, though, trying to get through this fight, but unfortunately, this might be another loss. We'll have to see. Will Slowback change to a different sword this time? Oh, Razor, no! What a butt.
There is the zoom in on Razor. And I don't know which sword Strife picked. I think Strife went with the Defender Blade.
It looks like it.
And Slowback going back to the Poison Blade.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of poison, I gotta be honest. But yeah, Strife doing very well with these perfect blocks. I think that using the sword that they give you right before the enemy is sometimes a good strategy. And
Yeah, if Strife gets the victory here, will take the lead. Has been behind most of this match, so getting one victory will constitute a lead change, and is looking like that's the case so far.
Oh, getting the wrong angle on that last block. Okay. Yeah, in general, if you see a perfect block come in, unfortunately, when he joins his laser swords together, totally not inspired by any other kind of sword in existence. Yeah, that tends to be a scary attack. Oh no, there we go, all the blocks! And just one more attack will be enough to take this enemy down, but again, do not get greedy.
And that is a lead change. Strife taking the lead.
Slowback knocking him down immediately after. Y'all, this is close.
This is hype. This is what we want to see in a close match.
How is this game exciting?
And luckily, there's one more fight after this. Or unluckily, if that's how you want to view it.
I mean, unlucky for them, lucky for us, because that opens up the chance for even more lead changes. We don't know what's going to happen. Heck, Slowback can move into the lead if he takes this droid down before Strife, but Strife, again, getting the blocks, getting the counterattacks, that's really what matters here. Yeah, you really want the perfect blocks, though, as much as possible. If you do not get them, it's hard to actually land
It's
hits.
been very interesting to watch both of them fight. Slowback has been mostly favoring the special attacks and using them as often as he can, while Strife has been going more for perfect counters. And it's been interesting to see how they've played off since how close we are right now. Slowback a little bit closer.
Oh, is this going to be it for Slowback? Slowback, oh, so close.
The counter, like,
oh, Slowback got greedy.
oh, but Strife gets the clear.
Gets the clear. Strife is moving on to the final enemy of the game. Have you mastered your fear yet? Yeah.
And
It's
also
Slowback.
Slowback, but now we have to fight 20 zombies. It's the 20 zombie penultimate fight.
Amazing.
So scary. Look. Oh, here they come.
They're coming so fast. That guy's got a helmet. He's already down.
Well, yeah, I'm not too worried. Yeah, you just want to avoid hitting them where their armor is.
Yeah, and you have 3 tries, so like a zombie can bite you up to 3 times before you're done.
What happens if you fail the minigame?
You have to do it again.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I do want you all to know, before we see the next boss, the final boss, it is going to be Sensei Owari, and there's a giant question mark next to it. Often cited in childhood fairy tales as an evil monster, no one knows if Sensei Owari is real.
Meet me in the garden.
And then this is the Sword of Life. This sword was crafted from a meteorite that fell from the heavens above. It will heal its owner over time.
Oh, yes, we had radiation, now we have, like, oh, what?
So,
Okay.
So here is the lore of the game, if you haven't picked up on it, since they haven't said anything about it. So Sensei Owari is actually Sensei Musashi.
What?
Sensei Owari became this way because he accidentally killed his fiancée in his quest for power to become the ultimate swordsman, and was cursed to live forever until he was able to teach his sword skills onto another person, where he would be allowed to rest in peace.
What is this, like Star Wars?
Yes.
I mean, if he had lasers, it would be yeah, okay. He had the droid. Now we've got, oh, I accidentally killed my girlfriend. That's okay. I mean, okay, like Strife getting some really good blocks and then attack. That's like punch-out strats, you know?
Yeah, Strife has really been doing a great job of just getting these counters in. Slowback having a little bit of trouble. I think an over-reliance on this special attack might be what's going to cause him to not take this win against whatever Sensei
Owari. Yeah.
Owari.
Yeah, not Wario. Okay, Strife. Uh-oh.
He's throwing
balls.
orbs. He's throwing orbs.
Okay, good orb block. Oh, that dealt a lot of damage. Okay, only 1 hit or so.
That's going to be
Strife.
it. Strife is 1 more victory away from taking the win.
This could be it, everybody. Unless Owari pulls something magical out of his pocket, Strife could walk away with this victory. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I honestly didn't think that Strife was going to come back, but then the droid, that made a huge difference here. Strife learning the blocks, learning how to counterattack. Slowback still having a difficult time getting any damage. I'm not sure. Are both of them using the Sword of Life?
I don't know.
Oh, a Slowback going down. Owari just flying away. What a jerk.
He flew away because you were not the pupil he was hoping for.
Well, not my fault.
Yeah, you can see, you are not the one to save me. My curse cannot be broken.
Yeah, I can. Like, just watch Strife real quick. Strife, actually, Strife doesn't have a whole lot of health. Like, it's about 50-50, and Strife is getting quite a few, is taking quite a few hits, taking a decent amount of damage. You really, really want to make sure that, you know, you do not lose the damage race against the boss. So get the blocks, get the perfect blocks, get the counterattacks. If you can do that, then that is going to be reliable. Sure, it feels like it might be a little slower than just getting normal attacks out, but it's working for Strife.
It's slow and steady, and with the passive health bonus from the sword that he has, he can win a damage race as long as he's just defending correctly. Slowback on the other side, having a bit more trouble. Another perfect block for Strife.
Yeah, but not too many. Let's see if the orb attack comes out again. I want to see orbs.
You are not focused.
What?
He said you're not focused.
I think you are.
So when we played this game, when I found it, the way we won, he said that taunt, like, you are not focused, and then we stabbed him and he died.
That's beautiful.
And that's how the game ended for us when we played this the first time.
Oh, this is very close. Slowback getting the orb attack.
Fast
And there
enough.
we go. Okay, dealing a lot of damage. Huge chunk off the health bar. Strife is almost down, but so is Owari. Can Strife manage to clutch this out?
Needs one more
my
good
gosh.
hit.
No!
Oh.
No! Oh my gosh!
That opens up the field for Slowback, though Slowback is down a fight here. Strife just needs to get this victory. Sensei Owari, very difficult.
Yeah. What's so difficult? I think the most difficult thing is like reading what he's going to do, because occasionally, especially his diagonal slashes, it's hard to tell, is it going to come from the bottom right or is it going to come like as a straight horizontal attack? Just reading and guessing what he's going to do based off of his position is taking a little while.
It's a mix of that and like he doesn't really give you many openings to actually hit him. And so you really need to counter him really well in order to actually get damage off of on him. So Slowback, again, really utilizing these special attacks, and it's got Owari down pretty good.
Slowback making a comeback.
And that's going to be a victory.
What? Okay. It's either player's game.
Yeah, I was doubting the special ability on this guy, but I could be wrong.
How is it this close? Like, it really could be either player here. The Strife doing the slow and steady, Slowback using the special attack, Strife, orb attack, gotta click him fast enough. There we go, good.
And that's a good chunk. Strife is in a great position now to take the victory here. The orb attack, it was all about the orbs.
Yeah, like, let me just say, if you're living in the Swords universe, do not use orbs. Worst choice. Like, what do you expect to do with an orb anyway as a weapon?
Well, I mean, he's been holding on to one the entire time.
He didn't put it down and fight. Oh, Strife, okay.
And that's it.
That's it, right? That's
It's
a
gonna be
victory for Strife. Let's let Slowback finish up, though, because we may have a double clear. This is Strife's victory for the game, though. We've set an old soul free.
Shall I tell you a story many years ago?
And that is it. Slowback gets the victory too, but just a little too late. A big round of applause for our players.
I surely rest now.
Yeah, and there we go. The game is cleared. We are good. And let me go ahead and reveal who is the winner here because you both beat the game. You both got it clear, but Strife managed to do it about 10 to 15 seconds before slowback. It was an incredibly close race between you two. Congratulations once again to Strife. Strife will be moving on to the semifinals tomorrow. Everybody, we've got set up for the next match, so go ahead, grab some water, and come on back for match number 2 of the day.
One thing I want to mention, so there's voice actors in the game. Droid is voiced by ClarkBot 3000.
Okay, we'll be back in a sec. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Kuso Live at SGDQ 2025. I am Brosentia, and I happen to be the GM this time. Shrambles is here being my co-commentator, and we are subjecting these players to Packland. Now, this is probably the best version of Packland out there, the Turbo Graphics version. There's also an NES version if you all hate yourselves. Of course, you'll recognize a lot of this from Smash Bros. If you have played that game ever. Honestly, there are a lot of things that I feel are lovable about this game, but there are a lot of things that are not lovable, and the players are not going to remap their controllers from the D-pad being the D-pad and the buttons being the button, and we'll get into why that is a problem later on. They're playing on the easiest difficulty to begin. If for some reason one of them clears, they get to do a second loop on the harder difficulty. So question, Ashen Strix and IR Cheesecake, are you both ready? Okay, in that case, I need your help, audience, to give them a countdown. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, go! Good luck to both of you. We're beginning trip 1. So,
I've never played Packland.
Okay.
I am aware of its reputation, but I have yet to play it for fear reasons.
Yeah, do you know what the reputation is?
I remember the controls being awful.
Okay, well, that's because the D-pad is used to jump, and essentially what would be the B and A button on the NES, that's your left and right.
Why?
Because that's how it was on the arcade, and that with your jump on the left and with your left and right on the right, and the Turbo Graphics stuck with that. The NES version does that as well. I believe that technically you can change those controls around if you play on port 2 rather than port 1, you know, changing to more traditional. But of course, we're keeping them to old school. This is how it was programmed. IR Cheesecake already on to round 2. This is going to be a very straightforward tracking system. The earlier levels will go fairly quickly as they get used to the odd controls that they get to deal with. Otherwise, you know, we will probably start running into walls in, I'd say about round 12 is where it starts ramping up a little bit.
Yeah, and how many rounds are there total in the game?
I believe that there are 30 for each difficulty. The 32. Okay, David TKI in the audience giving us the authority here. You speedrun this, right? We've got the world record holder in the audience here. David, would you say that this is an appropriate Kusogrande game? Maybe. Okay. So David loves this game. We'll see if the players feel the same way in a little bit. Luckily, you get break time with a pretty little angel every once in a while. Well, both of them on to round 3. Now we start getting some of the trickier platforming here. Platforms going up and down. Of course, it's not super complicated to begin with. It will get more difficult as time goes on, so don't worry too much.
Yeah, and something I'm noticing, they have sort of like Adventure Island style like health bar at the bottom. It doesn't seem to regenerate with fruit grabbing, so I'm assuming that's just the time limit. But it's very interesting to see that kind of mechanic. And Ashen just in the drip. IR Cheesecake also in the drip.
Oh no. Yeah, this jump is a little bit difficult to make. You sort of have to figure out what does the game want me to do in order to float, and it looks like Ashen Strix got over. Very nice. Figuring that out that quickly is honestly very, very great. Of course, we'll have plenty of game overs. It doesn't punish you too bad for a game over. They are allowed to continue infinitely. So back to the beginning of the round. The biggest downside is that, yes, you lose any checkpoint that you have. And look, a pretty lady. We've got boots. You know what boots do?
Make you go backwards?
Well, okay, you do have to go backwards, but you also get to fly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as you know, boots are for flying. That's what they're gonna do. One day these boots are gonna fly over you. I don't know. It has less of an impact that way, but
Yeah, IR Cheesecake still yet to find the hover mechanic.
yeah, generally you do kind of want to get a bit of a running start in order to make this jump. Our Cheesecake, well, we'll figure it out. You know, we've got a full 50 minutes for the players to figure out how this goes.
I have never seen this pack baby, and I'm scared.
Yeah, well, I mean, Pac-Man has a family, you know? Here's the deal, Pac-Man 2 on Super Nintendo, he's got a family. This is just part of the lore. Oh, the water. Apparently there is a sequel to this game. I'm not too familiar. Oh, Pac-Man 2 is a sequel to this. That makes sense, yeah. Except that Pac-Man is even less controllable in that game than in this one. Because literally, you do not control Pac-Man. You just sort of try to get him to do things. It's a fantastic game if you've never played a Shambles.
I mean, I'm always intrigued.
Okay, our Cheesecake trying to figure out how to do this. Okay, almost, unfortunately, still not getting the hover out of it. Cheesecake needs to figure out, do I press the button multiple times in order to float, or do I hold the button?
Yeah, this is the point where you need to be testing everything, every button configuration, every way you could conceivably do something in a game, because there's got to be something that you're just missing.
Yeah, I have seen people run into walls like this in this game before. Unfortunately, Pac-Man into the drink. That's okay, 1 extra life.
Ashen Strix jumping straight into the ghost.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. I mean, like, look at Cheesecake's ghost. It's just got wiggly eyes. The ghosts do have sort of different patterns. Oh! Unfortunately, not across. But again, this is a big chance for a learning opportunity. They put it early enough in the game that you have to learn it, you know, in order to make any progress. So
and it does not look like you can get enough momentum to just clear the jump by the diving board itself.
Correct. You need to get some of the floating mechanic to work there. Those spinning logs that fall down, by the way, kind of dangerous, but luckily Cheesecake just bypassing that. Oh, not quite getting the float. Oh no, Ashen Strix got killed by the minion.
Pogoed to death.
Minion ghost, my least favorite ghost. I don't know their different names. We've got minion ghost, we've got the shady dude.
I mean, like, I don't know if there are any new ghosts. I mean, you have the classic Inky, Pinky, and Clyde. I can't remember the other Inky.
Oh, very long jump by Ashen Strix. Very nice job. Our Cheesecake getting pogoed, and that is another game over. They'll figure it out. Like, you have to figure it out. Otherwise, in Kusogrande, if one person has figured it out,
baited by the power pellets.
I thought that was going to be a new checkpoint, but unfortunately not. I mean, I want the power pellet. I don't recall what it does, but looks good.
I think it makes the ghosts, I think, edible.
Okay, edible ghost, my favorite type of ghost.
And
there we go,
Cheesecake,
Cheesecake.
let's go!
Yeah! Yeah. IR Cheesecake has plenty of time to come back. Oh no! The water! Satan got him!
With what I know, with how cruel some of these stages are, there is a very good chance that we could have both of our players on the same level, stuck at the same checkpoint for quite a while.
Yes. Of course, this water is some of the worst one of the worst mechanics in the game, in my opinion. Just, it's very easily grabs you and drags you into the deep. Yeah, you want to avoid touching it. If it does get you, sometimes you're able to jump out of it if you are quick enough, but you've got to be careful. Ash and Strix almost fell into the water, but you saw some of the platforms that formed there. I believe that there's a switch or something that makes additional platforms appear there. Our Cheesecake, I don't believe, knows that the shoes float yet. We'll have to see if Cheesecake figures that out. But again, I did see a float there, but Cheesecake didn't appear to register that these are flying shoes.
There's that child again.
That child is pounding ground. Yeah, I'm a little baby pack baby. Baby pack baby.
Baby pack baby.
Baby pack baby, that's its name now. Okay, Ash and Strix floating across the water, getting into the forest. One extra life, unfortunately, that's a death.
Got baby ghosted.
Never want to get baby ghosted. I love that when the ghosts go behind the clouds, you still see their face. See, this is a good way to do foreground and background. If you're going to have a foreground that hides enemies, you can still manage to give an indication by having something appear there. I love it. Oh, no!
Baby ghosted again.
Well, that is back to the beginning of the flying area here. Our Cheesecake starting to make a little bit of a comeback. We've still got plenty of time, and our Cheesecake still doesn't know how the floaty shoes work. You know, Dorothy from Wizard of Oz Super Nintendo could teach Pac-Man a thing or two, let me tell you. You get the shoes, you float. I know that's not how Wizard of Oz the movie works, but in Super Nintendo, that's how it works.
I mean, it's book accurate, right?
I haven't read the book personally.
I'm pretty sure Dorothy like clicks her shoes and then it's like, now I can fly.
I mean, honestly, a lot about Super Nintendo, Wizard of Oz is more accurate than the movies, for better or for worse.
But that is a clear.
There we go. Ash and Strix through round 8. Again, each of these sort of worlds, as you might call them, trips. Okay, each trip has 4 rounds inside. Our Cheesecake now moving on to Satan's Water. Okay, that's okay. He's trying to get you.
Lava.
No, lava is Satan's lava. This is Satan's water, okay?
Well, I can't argue that logic.
Oh no, Cheesecake, no!
Yeah, Cheesecake got Satan's watered real hard there.
Yeah, see, there's holy water and then there's evil water. This is the evil kind, you know?
I think that's just soda water.
Soda water? Yeah, getting seltzered. Nah. I mean, it does look kind of fizzy. A little bubbly. Okay, Ash and Strix through round 9. Still 3 rounds to go before finishing this trip. I believe each time that you're going out, like you're going grocery shopping, I don't know exactly. Maybe you're just freeing the fairies.
I think you're just collecting a flower and then bringing it back for your wife.
You know, that's cute. Risking your life just to get your wife a flower. Risk your wife. No, don't
risk your wife.
Don't risk your wife. No. No wife risking around here. We've got serious Pac-Man business to go through. Okay, Ire Cheesecake to the ferry here. We'll have to see how the return trip works. I think Cheesecake has a few lessons to learn before making it back, and mostly that's whether or not Cheesecake figures out how to fly.
Oh, it's like a fruit. I think the fairy gives you like a fruit or something.
You just collected enough strawberries running around already. Yeah, Cheesecake knows how to fly. This is great. Good. Oh, into the drink. But remember, they are using the D-pad to jump and using essentially the NES B and A buttons to move left and right. It gets confusing for a while until you get used to the controls. So, yeah, every time that you see a death there, it's just because their brains are having to work opposite of what they're used to. You know, once you do get... Oh, there we go, through round 8 for IR Cheesecake. This is looking like a good start to a comeback.
Pound that ground like the baby. Show the competitors that you are happy. Look at the ghost in that.
Or is that just a sentient bush? just looking at Pac-Man like, you want to water me, please? Come on, I saw Satan's water on the previous screen. Come on.
Oh, when Ashen Strix gets baby ghosted again. But
Ashen just ate baby ghosts. That's rude. Don't eat baby ghosts. Don't eat any babies. Okay, weird. Okay. Luckily, the fairy floating over to the flowers. Time to get the big fairy. This is like Zelda, okay? They're the little fairies and the big fairy.
Wait, what just happened to our cheesecake? Is that quicksand?
I believe it is quicksand, yes.
Oh, Ashen Strix.
What? Oh, the
okay.
skull kills you. No touchy the skull. Why would a skull kill you? That doesn't make sense. There are enough things that actually make sense for killing you. Why a skull?
I mean, if you had to pick a bone that's the most dangerous bone, I think the skull is a pretty dangerous bone.
Ribs. They're pointier. That's pretty much all I've got. Ribs are pointier. You can use that femur as a club. Like, a skull? What are you gonna do? Like, it's not even that heavy.
You could Shakespeare them to death.
Well, okay, you could bore them to death. Great.
Oh, ouch.
No, I love Shakespeare. I gotta be honest. I had Shakespeare classes in grad school. Come on. I'm a big fan. I love the Bard, and I know it's hard to be the Bard.
It is.
Yeah.
Our cheesecake getting trapped by some UFOs.
Ashen getting some good dodges. I love the ghosts that appear in the window holding onto their babies, I think ready to throw their babies out the window.
Pound
But
that round baby.
Very nice, Ashen Strix, making another round through, or another trip done on to trip 4. Yeah, luckily this game is super easy to track. We've got a number down at the bottom. Ashen Strix on round 13. Our Cheesecake on round 10. But again, every level starts getting even more and more difficult. And because of that, we're going to start seeing Ashen Strix slowing down. Luckily, you can jump on ghosts. Did you know that?
I did not. That's a very interesting tech.
Yeah, ghosts are rideable in real life as well. You know, you see a ghost, jump on them.
Makes sense, but don't get pogoed by ghosts.
Yeah, don't let the ghost jump on you. No, no, no. Okay, Ashen Strix getting a little bit of the water boost to the right. Unfortunately, boosted to the left and run over by the ghost car. No. You know, now I'm wondering what this ghost economy is, you know. Maybe Pac-Man should move somewhere else. Away from the ghosts, unless it's like there's literally one family of Pac-Men in this world and everyone else is dead.
I mean, are we assuming the ghosts are ghosts of Pac-Men past?
I don't know what a ghost is. Let me see. Is there any Pack lore?
Pack lore?
Yeah, I'm taking a look. Packland. Terrible graphics.
Our Cheesecake on round 11, about to get to the end. Very close.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh, falls off the cloud.
It's surprisingly easy to do. If you don't jump and you walk off, you plummet super quickly in this game. Okay, that is a game over for Ashen Strix. Remember, like, actually platforming in this game, super important, but because they are using the D-pad for jumping and the buttons for left and right, it is very difficult to like precisely do exactly what you want to do. You know, adapting on the fly is something that the players can do. I didn't tell them that they couldn't hold the controller upside down. That's completely possible. You could cross your hands and play like this, and it would be really difficult, but maybe it works better for your brain.
So I have a question about the controls. Since the D-pad is jump, does pushing it anywhere do the same jump, or do you get different jumps based off of which D-pad direction you pick?
I believe it's the same jump. We can have a correction if not from David. David says yes. Of course, David TKI, one one of the Kuso lives that we have had and is the world record holder for Packland. Obviously, the best authority that we have here, probably even better than a manual. I know, manuals lie sometimes. I don't know if the Packland manual lies, but I don't know if I want to trust it. Okay, so here's the story of... Wait. Before that, we are in sort of the house section here where you need to collect keys in order to get through different gates here. However, you do not need to go through every gate, and it is possible to waste your keys on gates that you don't need to open.
So you can essentially soft lock yourself, key lock yourself out.
I don't know if, like, a full-on soft lock is possible in every section here, but I think a few of them you can legitimately soft lock yourself, yeah. Or at least get yourself in a situation where there's no chance to get through without running out of time. And the orbs at the bottom next to the round number, those orbs are specifically your time. Yes? Okay, I will go ahead and head up and help Ashen Strix.
And I'll stay here, commentating on IR Cheesecake. IR Cheesecake on round 13 into the ghost economy, gets in a ghost car accident or a pack accident. I don't know which one, whatever flavor you'd like to pick. Can see, so we're moving on. So we've got a ship on top of Ashen Strix. I believe the ship, oh, that's pretty cool. Adds a little platform and you collect the ship. But into the drink, Ashen Strix wants to taste the devil's water, and it takes a life. So do not taste the devil's water, as it will kill you. And that is a game over, having to restart this trip. While IR Cheesecake has made it to break time of round 13, moving on to round 14. So we are in the key maze that Ashen Strix was just there, so pretty close for both of our competitors at this point. Using a key on that door, hesitating to see if I want to collect that key up there, gets another key at the bottom. Very exciting, opening doors, opportunity awaits for Pac-Man. Now, we are trying to work on a weird display technical issue right now on Ashen Strix, trying to make sure that they are able to see the game as fairly as his opponent. Because fairness is important, unless the game is dumb. We don't know that sometimes. Kusogrande, always a mystery of what can happen tech-wise if the game will display correctly. We have had times where someone can just wrong warp randomly and it's not explainable. So we will figure out if something is happening. IR Cheesecake gets grabbed by the water. Ashen Strix making it to the end of round 15, collecting the fairy's gift. As we're moving on, IR Cheesecake getting through the devil's water yet again. We are going to take a quick pause break just to make sure we get everything back in order. How is everyone's GDQ going? A woo is exactly the only response I expect when asking a question to an audience. If there is any other noise, you have surprised me. And I think, are we... I think we are back. We are back.
Yes.
We are back. Everything is back in order. Unless you're Pac-Man, then we're pack in order.
Oh, no.
I will leave for Sencha to talk now because that's a terrible joke.
That was pretty much as bad as you can get. Well, IR Cheesecake has luckily made a lot of progress here. Yeah, we did have to deal with some display issues. It was mostly just some odd, like, lines showing up on the display that didn't really obscure the view, but looked kind of weird, enough that we want to make sure like the issue didn't progress to where Ashen Strix couldn't see. But
what he didn't see is those ghosts in the trees.
Couldn't see the ghosts for the trees, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Well, for those who want to know the story of this game, maybe this will tell us, like, why there are ghosts in this village. Oh, no, the ghost beacon. Okay, that's bad.
That's a creeper
That's
ghost right
illegal.
there.
You don't do that. Bad ghost. Well, the story is a fairy princess has appeared in Packland, and it's Pac-Man's job to help her out. Leap over bridges, cross over... Wait, so there's just a fairy that appeared, and you have to help her. That's the story. Okay. Yeah, leap over bridges, cross over rivers, and face mountains, forests, and deserts in your quest to save her. But watch out, monsters are everywhere. In this all-new Pac-Man adventure, you'll have to use your head as well as your playing skills to reach Monster Mansion. Win back the Fairy Princess score points and return home to your Pac-Man family. Hidden secrets, special features, and dangerous pathways abound in this all-out monster gobbling adventure. Take any of 8 different trips through Pac-Land. Okay, well, I mean, that still doesn't explain to me why Packland has only one Pack family. I'm gonna assume the ghosts are, yeah.
Well, wouldn't you only have one Pack family? I mean, that would be some infidelity
Yeah.
for Pac-Man if
What if
Pac-Man has multiple Pack families.
I'd have Pack cousins, Pack uncle, you know, probably has a weird mustache, and Pack aunt, she makes a wonderful Jello salad, you know.
I mean, the Pack adultery is possible in this world.
No. Oh no, you just Pack cheated on me. How dare you?
This is getting into Smurf territory.
Oh, okay. Let me see if there's like a description of the ghosts here, because maybe that gives me more information about this Pack lore. Power pill, helmets, lucky Pac-Man. You can acquire a lucky Pac-Man. Now it doesn't even talk. It doesn't even give me the name of the ghosts, like Pinky and Blinky and Chad or whatever his name is.
Pinky and Clyde, I believe.
Clyde. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Okay.
I swear they made a 5th ghost at one point.
I mean, it's probably the brown ghost that we keep seeing here, but I don't want to know his name.
I think I can assume what his name is. It's Stinky.
Okay, there we go.
I mean, it was right there. It was an obvious joke. It had to have been said.
That was good. I appreciate it. Well, it's break time for IR Cheesecake JK. Break over. Yeah, Pac-Man doesn't... Unfortunately, they're not unionized in Packland, so break time is about 10 seconds. It's always at a church. Like, what the crap? Why do you have to go to church in order to take a 10-second break?
It's a prayer break.
Prayer break. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you get to carry a fairy all throughout this world.
Carry a fairy.
Carry the fairy.
We're back into the key junction for Ashenstrix.
Yeah, the biggest thing is you want to make sure that you get as much horizontal progress as you can before using the keys, because if you don't, you might get in a tough situation where you need, you either need to backtrack or just you're going to be out of keys.
Yeah, Ashenstrix, I think, wants to get this key up there, but...
Okay, yeah, the jumps, the platforms, it's a little bit difficult to tell exactly where the platform begins so that you can actually jump on it, especially in the mansion area. It almost feels a little bit like Ice Climbers, like the way that you miss platforms all the time in that.
Yeah, it looks like, I'm not sure if it's like you need to get the momentum to get a higher jump, or if it's just a fixed jump height.
I think you have to get a little momentum to get the jump, yeah. Okay, good jumps by Ashen. Ashen backtracking a little bit to get this key down here. Opening a door on accident, that is kind of what happens in this game, considering that they're controlling with the equivalent of the A and B button. For TurboGrafx, it's the 2 and 1 button.
Gets ghosted from behind.
IR Cheesecake kind of jumped off the pit? Maybe it was just a log very, very far down in the pit, but jumping up didn't save the life, but still, that was interesting to me.
I have seen games where you can jump off of the death plane because the death plane is technically like a physical object. So if you're able to jump off it on the same frame that you land on it, you can get a jump without activating the death plane.
Oh, yeah. I love when games have something like that. Like, technically, if you get... Well, I mean, tasks are wonderful to watch when that happens because they can just keep jumping across the death plane. Wee. It's very, very difficult to do as a human, but occasionally you'll see speedruns where people try frame-perfect tricks like that, jumping off of death planes.
Yeah, but Ashen Strix right now, round 20 versus Ira Cheesecake, who's just entered the key maze. If we can even call it a maze, it's just a key hallway.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, like, this game, I think probably did somewhat okay in arcades. Like, this game does have a little bit of a legend, as in not very many people want to play it these days. But, like, I still think that there's a lot of good about this. For TurboGrafx, it's not the nicest looking game, but it's very stylized in a way that I don't think it feels old, honestly. It just, the style stayed. Like, I love it.
And that is a clear for Ashen Strix.
Very nice.
Getting
Round 20 down.
But yeah, like, I've been becoming more of a fan of these, like, very unique graphic style games that definitely, like, look from an era, but, like, are just unique. And
Yeah.
Packland has that unique look to it, because there's really not any other games I can think of off the top of my head that look like this.
Oh, yeah. Like, it looks great. The game runs great. It's overly brutal at times. And definitely very trolly. You've got a lot of momentum. The controls are rude in the basic setup, unless you go and change the controls yourself to be something different, or you play a lot in order to get used to these controls. If you can get used to that, the game has a lot of charm to it. And honestly, I recommend everybody give this a shot, because despite how difficult it is, it's kind of funny. Almost every time you die in this game, I laugh. Every time I die in the game, I laugh. Like, it's just a good time.
And
Oh, no!
And that is the mark of a great Kusogrande game. A game that it's bad, but you still laugh every time, like, something unfortunate happens to you in the game.
Yeah, especially later on with these levels, it just gets absurd how many obstacles start coming towards you. And you're unfortunately not going to see the hardest and the... Yeah. This game gets impossible, I would say, at a point when you get to the hardest difficulty. I don't know anybody... Do you run the hardest difficulty, David? Okay, apparently there is somebody who can clear the hardest difficulty, and that is great for them, because I would not be able to. I've tried to finish the final level on the hardest difficulty, and legitimately, it feels impossible, unless, like, even with cheese strats, I could not do it. It's so hard.
Now, luckily for our players, they're playing not on that difficulty.
Yeah, it's still, like, especially when you get up close to round 30, that's when the game just continues to shut you down over and over again. I mean, we're getting a lot of shutting down right now.
A lot of rude ghost placement at this point. Like, they're coming on these planes for Ashen Strix, and just, like, wherever he wants to jump, it's just right in the way.
Yeah, and Pac-Man's momentum, having to deal with the ghosts showing up and throwing their babies at you, it's just nightmarish.
Yeah, always fear a ghost that's throwing their babies at you.
Well, I'm just thinking, ghosts can't hurt, right? Can you hurt a ghost? I mean, you can eat a ghost, but I don't imagine it feels pain. So is throwing a ghost baby really a bad thing?
I mean, you may be able to emotionally affect a ghost.
Yeah, I could make a ghost cry. You've seen Casper? Okay. Casper the friendly ghost. Wanna cry, baby.
More like Casper the crybaby ghost.
Oh, sorry you're dead, Casper. Maybe you should stop crying. Okay, oh, another death. Yeah, like this set of levels, this set of rounds within this trip, very difficult, but Ashen Strix actually got a bit of a death skip. If you die far enough in some of these pits, you actually get to skip a little bit.
But
So
getting planed by the ghost.
the thing is, all you need to do is make it to the next checkpoint. So if you can death abuse and skip a really, really difficult section, you absolutely can use that to your advantage.
Lives can be used as a resource.
Yes.
And you have 4 of them, or do you have 5 of them? I never know sometimes, because some games like to have a
This
0th
one's 5.
life. So it is a 0th life. So you have 5 lives that you can play with to potentially warp yourself a little bit further with each death.
Yeah, with that said, you do want to conserve your lives as much as possible in the easier sections, but Ashen, is that the checkpoint? Yes, the death worked out. Fantastic.
Yeah, Iron Cheesecake on the other side, just 1 round behind.
Oh, tricky ghost jumps by Ashen. Beautiful. But what about this jump? But that might be a checkpoint. Yes!
Yes!
And that is through round 22. Iron Cheesecake moving on to the nightmare now.
Yes. Ashen Strix was on that round for quite a bit, so Iron Cheesecake could make up some time.
Yeah.
If he gets a nice clear of this round. Doesn't have any lives, so it might be beneficial for him to just burn a life right now and just restock those lives. That maybe wasn't intentional, but might be in his favor to have that death there.
Okay, it looks like Ashen got one of the extra platform spawns. If you collect the items up on the top, whatever they are, they look like,
I think they're ships.
yeah, they're boats. The boats give you platforms. Why? Oh no, Ashen got stuck in Satan's water, dragged into...
I've been calling it Devil's Water.
well, okay, it can... Devil... Satan is the devil.
Satan's
It's
devil.
fine.
I mean, they're like tiers. Oh, and the Galaxian guy almost collected by our Cheesecake.
It does give bonus points. Points in a game like this don't matter a huge deal except for extra lives, which, because checkpoints are common enough, extra lives aren't super important, but when you are in a stretch where you're dying like over and over and over again, sure, get an extra life. Doesn't hurt.
Planed by a ghost yet again, but I think that was a checkpoint.
It was. But without collecting the ship, these platforms are significantly harder. Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be a death for Ashen. Oh, okay. There we go.
Trying to readjust. Yeah, I can only imagine the frustration of like pressing A or B and then just falling off immediately off of the platform.
Okay, it looks like we are right towards the point where we need to give the game to the next duo. So I will check to see if they are here. Let's make sure. Okay, Nardi, are you here? And one more time. Okay, they're both here. It looks like our GM is over in the corner. So if you can head over there and talk, and we will have your game given out.
Yeah, Iron Cheesecake making his way through onto the rolling rocks, or rolling logs. Oh, but gets planed and pushed the wrong direction. Ashen Strix gets watered into a ghost from behind.
Yeah, unfortunately, this purple ghost is really annoying. Just kind of tries to home in on you, circle around you, you know, be as inconvenient as possible. So, yeah, both Ashen and Iron Cheesecake are dying a lot, and that is fully expected this far into Packland. Of course, we have probably just under 11 minutes left, something around there. But we're getting good progress by both of the players, and it's close enough that either player could take the victory here.
Oh, Iron Cheesecake barely missing the logs, but I think gets the checkpoint.
Yes, and one more life to play with. That's going to be another checkpoint here. We saw this happen a few times. There we go. Ashen Strix is through. On to round 24. Got to talk to the big fairy first. Hello, big fairy. Or small. Small fairy first. Come on, go ahead and do your transformation. La 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 la. I'm a fairy. Have some boots. There we go.
Oh, they're boots. Yeah, you've been saying that. I look at them and sometimes I see them as like, is that just a chili pepper?
They're boots. Oh no! Satan's water just grabbing Ashen and dragging him into the depths. I hate when that happens. Oh, bonking the head. That's okay. When you only have one life left, it's actually probably better to die that quickly because you haven't seen the rest of it. You don't completely know the trolls there. Sure, you did go one way, but you probably forgot the rest of the level already because there's so much going on here. Take your deaths early on so that you have a better chance of actually completing this.
Ire Cheesecake is really getting bullied on round 22.
That's not unexpected. This is exactly what happened to Ashen Strix.
It is a rough level.
Yeah, round 23 as well. If Ire Cheesecake can get through round 23 quickly, that will make up a lot of time. Oh, no, Cheesecake, no!
I saw him, like, he was doing some methodical jumping, like, was really taking his time. And yes, Ashen Strix clearing round 24, moving on to trip 5?
This is going to be trip 7.
7. I can count.
Okay, Pac-Man, you need to fix your table. It's missing a chunk.
It's a pack table.
Oh, it's a pack table. There we go, through round 22 for Ire Cheesecake.
It's getting close, but Ire Cheesecake really needs to make a strong push to get back into this.
Angry Pogo Ghost getting Ashen Strix.
Yeah, the ghost baby droppings are getting vicious.
Now, one thing that you probably don't know is that this game has multiple hats for Pac-Man. Yeah, you can get hats that protect you against babies. It's great. Neither player has figured out where those are, but they are hidden items that you can get after you push objects, and that has not really happened that much.
I want to know more about the hat that protects you from babies.
It's got giant saw blades on it. You know, nobody's gonna let you close to the babies if you have saw blades on your hat. Let me actually see. It might be a construction hat in the game.
I mean, that makes sense. Ire Cheesecake getting bonked by the top of the platform and then a plane ghost hitting him.
Okay, yes, there's a helmet. Wearing a helmet protects you from small monsters falling from the sky. You can retrieve bonus points when the small ghosts hit your head. So if you do get the helmet, you can actually turn babies into points. I mean, you know, just Pac-Man things.
Just Pac-Man things.
Ooh, Ashen, not enough momentum to get height on that jump. Oh, I don't like those logs.
Yeah, luckily the top of those ghosts. Oh, I can see the strategy. Ashen's probably gonna try to jump on that plane ghost.
Yeah, like.
And Ire Cheesecake's made it through round 23 onto round 24.
Beautiful. Round 24 is not as hard as round 23. Round 23 went super fast.
Yeah, getting those boots is really, really beneficial because it's a lot easier to go backwards through the level with your essentially infinite jump than it is to go forward.
Yeah, as long as you don't touch the water, that water gonna get you.
Watching Ashen Strix right now, trying to figure out, navigate this mountainous cloud section. Yeah, just like dropping a jump. These logs are just very hard to navigate through.
Cheesecake bonking his head and then walking straight off the edge into the water. Again, like if you walk off of a ledge, you just plummet super, super quickly. Yeah, like programming gravity and like figuring out exactly how it works can be a bit difficult, especially on older consoles. And yeah, the straight down plummet is fairly common in this era when you walk off a ledge.
Yeah, especially now since we've been gifted with a lot of
There we go.
Ire Cheesecake getting the clear. But yeah, with a lot of modern games have really incorporated coyote time into a lot of platformers. So if you're used to that, it can be kind of hard to adjust back to not having that essentially buffer of jumping off of a cliff. And another hit into the plane for Ashenstrix. This is opening the door up for Ire Cheesecake.
Ooh.
What a mean plane
Bad
setup.
ghost. I don't like that ghost. Okay. Well, I don't like any of these ghosts. We're here to kill. Oh, no,
This
Ashen.
Round 26 is brutal.
It is rough. I mean, how dare you? Spinning logs, moving up and down. It's just rude. Rude, rude, rude. All over and over and over again.
Yeah, I've got a letter to write to the city committee about this section. How do you expect anybody to get through? It was not designed for Pac-Man to walk through.
I mean, I don't think you're in the city anymore. If people are living here, that's why they're ghosts.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, that checks out, you know? People just trying to go visit a ferry.
Where'd the cloud go?
No.
Ashenstrix was supposed to land on the cloud.
Oh, these clouds go under the kill plane, so you really, really need to be careful
Just
about those
kidding.
clouds there.
It is so rude. Another death for Ire Cheesecake, and Ashenstrix starting over round 26, and that is a game over, so has to start 25 from the beginning.
Okay.
This is getting close, and we're getting down to the wire with time as well.
Yeah, it looks like we've got just about 4 minutes left. Mind you, just because of a couple issues there, it's probably not going to be exactly 50 minutes just because of some things, some issues getting everything set up. So if you're watching a VOD later and you're like, that's not exactly 50 minutes, we're doing it as close as possible. So apologies on the confusion there, but at the same time, you know,
Sometimes we gotta go off of vibes.
yeah, and the vibe right now is Pac-Man falling into pits. Ire Cheesecake, though, almost.
This
Oh,
looks
there
good.
we
That's
go.
the church.
Third
Both
round.
of our players on round 26. Another game coming down to the wire.
Yeah, now what Ashenstrix has, though, is knowledge. Knowledge of what's coming up in here. Knowledge of the troll clouds that go into the pit. Yeah, Ire Cheesecake does not know about those, and so may struggle a little bit more. Ooh, Ashen just going underneath the baby ghosts. Wonderful, very difficult precision platforming through this area. There is the troll cloud. Ire Cheesecake is one log section away from Ashenstrix right now. That might be far enough for not quite far enough for a checkpoint. That's okay with a couple extra lives. Ooh, I know why Ashenstrix jumped. Oh, and that is a checkpoint. Good. Jump on the ghost, get to the nasty spinning log platform here. If either player can pass this, that is a definite mark of progress. Pac-Man, death everywhere, and not
That
a
is such
ghost to eat.
a rude placement for those ghost baby droppings. I know, I said it before, and I had to say it again, but that's just what it is.
It's true.
It's the Jeff Probst style of commentating. I see what I say.
I
I say what I see.
I love that type of commentary. Yeah.
But we are getting close. Both of our players on round 26. Ashenstrix has the stage knowledge, has gone through this multiple times, is going to conserve some lives,
Ooh.
accidentally falls into the drink, while Ire Cheesecake gets planed.
Oh, no, Ashenstrix right between the two platforms into the pit. That was the disappearing cloud, though. We're almost to the log roll. Okay, we do have just... Oh, we're very close. I think a minute and a half left, just about.
And all it takes is one good push. If Ire Cheesecake can just get the jumps, might be able to steal this away from Ashenstrix. Unfortunately,
Oh, Ashen is through!
and Ashen
Through round
Strix.
26! Oh my gosh!
That might seal it. Ashen Strix might have just locked in their victory with that clear.
Yeah, with that said, IR Cheesecake has put in so much work catching up. Like, seriously, getting to the same round after all this time, that is fantastic. Oh no, baby goes to the face. Okay, that's a game over for Ashen Strix, but right at the beginning of round 27, not a huge deal.
And IR Cheesecake, unfortunately, getting hit by that plane that got Ashen Strix plenty of times.
Okay, very sad Pogo Ghost on Ashen Strix's screen. That's okay, we're not dealing with that. IR Cheesecake taking the very casual jump. This is a death for Cheesecake, but that still is a checkpoint. You
And
take
this
those.
This looks good for Ashen Strix. This level 27, round 27 doesn't seem to be as difficult.
4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time, everybody. Great job to the players. And the victory, making it to round 27, is Ashen Strix by 1 round, taking the victory. Congratulations. Both of you were on round 26 at the same time. That was absolutely amazing. Everybody, we've got another match coming up in just a little bit. Go ahead and grab a little water if you'd like, and we will be right back with our third of 4 games today. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Kuso Live at SGDQ 2025. I'm Brosentia, and we are joined with our GM for this round because she was eliminated and wanted to make other people feel her pain. It's Liz Starr.
Hello, everyone. I blew out my voice, so be patient with me.
Yeah, as we can see, we've got Super Mario. Wait, no, Malf. Okay.
Welcome to Malf. Y'all have heard of Snulf, but have you heard of Malf?
Yeah, you thought that we were done with the golf shenanigans. Well, guess again. As it turns out, we've got a ROM hack that is going to come to you, giving us a new Mario experience. Now, players, are you ready to begin? All right, in that case, let's go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1, go! Best of luck to the players! Yeah!
Welcome to Mario Golf.
Okay, this is all we get to know. Hold X to aim faster, B to swing, A to cancel. Perfect. And
was that?
yeah, we just sort of get to sit here until it is done. Okay,
All right, so the goal is whoever can beat the most levels.
gotcha. So, oh, well, okay, not like that. That's fine. I presume that aiming up is going to be helpful here. Uh-oh. Oh! Right into the giant bullet bill. What's the giant one called? Oh,
Bonsai Bill.
the bonsai bill. That's
Bonsai.
right. Yeah. Unfortunately, not high enough to land on top of the bonsai bill. So, well, Liz,
Hi.
where did you find this ROM hack?
So this ROM hack, I am the reason this exists. Because, so there's a prominent ROM hacker called D to the Fourth,
Okay.
who one day was watching me play just watching me play Snulf like we all do, like once every few days.
It's true.
And she was like, "This looks awful. I want to do this for Super Mario World." So she did. She just made this in like 8 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And just put it. It's on her Patreon. If you subscribe to her Patreon for $2, you too can play Malf.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, both of the players are learning some of the basics for how this works.
Mario is very bouncy.
Yeah, I've noticed, and
He is
honestly,
made of
that's
rubber.
probably needed. Very,
Yes.
very helpful in order to actually get additional movement. Nardi, being
Man,
careful,
good
and there we
first
go.
level.
One level clear. Now, One More Time is on a level that appears to be at least a little bit more challenging because, you know, it takes a little while to actually get any power-ups, and power-ups help keep you from being dead very, very quickly.
Both Nardi and One More Time took different strategies. Nardi going to the right, One More Time going to the left. It's whoever beats the most, not gets like the farthest. So One More Time trying to do the left level, which isn't necessarily like needed. However, it is harder. But Nardi is now on this level, which is very difficult.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, that is one level completed for Nardi. None for One More Time yet, but again, we've got plenty of time. This is going to have a learning curve for the players, you know. They will need to figure out exactly how far Mario flies with each of these swings. How do you get enough height to go over enemies? You know, how long are you able to wait before actually starting a swing? Just a lot of like small lessons to learn as you go. Ooh, yeah, and that's okay. Like we're going to, with infinite lives, multiple deaths is completely okay. You know. And if either player manages to get to a checkpoint, that is a significant measure of progress for them. Yeah, One More Time. The advantage of going to the left is that you do get a chance for a switch palace, and that's essentially a free level.
Yes, that makes this level much easier, and it also counts as a level in its own right, which is pretty easy.
Yes.
So even though Yoshi Island 1 is more difficult than Yoshi Island 2, it is possibly worth the gambit.
Yeah, so why did Mario turn around for One More Time?
I don't even know.
He just sometimes does that. That's Mario life here. Yeah, occasionally in the Kuso community here, like we do have various hacks that appear that, you know, make games significantly more difficult, change the rules of the controls so that you get to deal with this. Of course, you know, I'm a huge fan of Super Mario World. I played through it several times as a kid. As an adult, I've played it as well. You know, I think that it's one of the best Mario games of all time, in my opinion. You know, despite whatever Author Blue says about Super Mario World, it's pretty amazing.
Good game.
Yeah. Okay, One More Time, just doing a small little swing in order to get over that dinosaur, wanting to make this one spawn. There we go. I don't think we've seen One More Time get past this pipe, so this is a significant amount of advantage. Very, very good.
Nice.
Oh, into the pit, no!
Oh, going for that is a risky jump there, but worked out. And got the mushroom, perfect.
Yeah, backing up a little bit in order to get past the flower may be a good choice, or the short hop. Question, are you able to do any spin jumps in this?
No.
Okay, so going through that, out of the question.
Yep.
There are going to be certain levels that you just cannot make it to in this hack.
That was nice.
See,
And
they
got
should
the H.
they should add the golf spin balls. There we go.
Now, I have this weird fascination with ROM hacks that change the way the game is played. I, of course, very famously love Snolf. I am the reason this exists. And I got that Mario 64, but point and click.
Oh, I love the Mario 64 point and click. That is so funny. Simple Flips had a challenge for Mario 64 ROM hacks. No, but still, a checkpoint is a checkpoint. Yeah, the Mario 64 point and click, highly recommended if you haven't given that a shot.
I got that for Kusogrande last Kusogrande, and I have now 120 started.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice to know that's doable.
It is doable. It is a experience.
Oh yeah, I imagine it's an ordeal.
Very fun. So, and I have beaten this as well.
Yeah, okay, one more time, getting up on top of the cloud. A good idea. You normally have to jump on the bonsai bill in order to get up there, but because we've got golf controls. Very nice.
So you have what is called sticky hands in this mod.
Ooh, not high enough there.
where
Sticky hands,
yeah,
yeah.
you pick up something, you can't drop it. Like you have no control over that. So a shell is almost like a free hit.
I appreciate that, you know,
Yeah.
not having to worry too much about actually like throwing shells. Instead, just focus on the actual movement where you're going as Mario, trying not to turn around at the very beginning of the level for some reason.
Can you imagine trying to like shell jump or something in this?
I mean, considering that I've never shell jumped, period. No, I don't play Kaizo Mario. I'm barely good enough at regular Mario. I'll let the good gamers do that, you know?
Just a little bit more stank and she would have gotten on top of the...
Yeah, the disadvantage that One More Time has is being turned the incorrect direction means that even picking up a shell might not be super helpful. So, yeah, if One More Time is able to figure out why this is happening and change the direction that Mario is facing, then that will help. Oh, and there we go, Mario facing to the right. Of course, there are other ways to get the camera to scroll so that you can see more. The L and R buttons, very helpful in that regard, and that they probably function that way in this as well. Yeah. Okay, very nice hops by One More Time. Barely under the bonsai bill. Oh, no, not the dinosaur. Oh, Nardi.
Oh.
Wow.
It is hard not to like be like, oh god, and then like try and go as fast and hard as you can just as like a Hail Mary in this game.
Yeah, I think that like the players are making good choices to not try to switch from one level to another. You might be tempted to do that in a game like this because you are struggling quite a bit. But if you do that, you may end up
Losing progress, losing time. Like,
yeah, losing a significant amount of time.
This is almost like it's completely changing Mario on his head. It turns into more of a puzzle platformer where you have to learn how you go at each obstacle.
Yeah, and I like that. Like, precision platformers are fantastic, although this might be a little bit more like, what, Jump Night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never played that personally, but I've seen people play it, and the frustration that comes through that is a lot of fun to watch, and a lot of the reason why I don't play it. But at the same time, I'm a fan of like golf controls. They make me laugh pretty much every time. Nardi, back to the beginning of the second stage here. But Nardi is the only one who has completed a stage at this point, so we still have a lot of work for the players to do here to make much progress. Okay, Nardi. Trying a short hop there. That was the right choice. Unfortunately, just a little bit too late. Ooh, and because of those bounces, One More Time, not able to, really course correct. Now, question. We had Snulf as the qualifiers here. One of the main things with Snulf is that besides golf controls, you do have a little bit of a chance to sort of correct when you land, using left and right. Is there any of that in this?
Nope.
Okay, so pure golf.
Pure golf.
No controlling Mario except golf-wise, just whacking with the stick.
Pure rubbery golf.
Okay, up above for One More Time. Definitely the right choice. One More Time has a chance here.
Yep, making good progress.
Yeah, I believe we're close to the end of the stage. One More Time was considering what?
Yep.
Robbing One More Time. How dare you?
Super Mario World is a good game.
It is a good game.
It's just it is
Nardi's
a little
floating.
thing.
Okay, I appreciate that with golf when your ball floats.
Oh, man.
Saved. Kind of.
Can she make it out?
Can Nardi get out of this? You could if you did some backtracking, but otherwise, that was pretty much a lost cause there. Yeah. And the thing is, like, when choosing a game like this, we usually want to know, like, what is their experience with Mario?
Yes.
Did you happen to talk to them about that?
I did, yeah. They both were like, yeah, I played Super Mario World, and I'm like, you like it? Yeah. I'm like, okay, that's good to know.
Okay, yeah.
Do you speed run it? Because, you know, and they're like, no, and I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah, speedrunning it, you might know certain
Exactly.
strategies that somebody else wouldn't.
Next
because
match,
that,
I believe, is Author Blues. I would never be able to give this to him.
yeah, specifically, we were talking, and you told me that you were going to give this out, and I'm like, well, I'm not giving you Author Blues then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no chance that this would get through.
Oh,
Okay, one more time. Making solid progress. I think the slow and steady strat here is a good idea.
it is working.
You want to get over the bonsai bill coming up, though. Okay, high jump.
Yep, there you go.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, I was going to say hold your applause until the end. We're not quite there.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
And there we even hitting the goal post and getting 10 stars out of that. Beautiful job. We
10.
are tied back up one more time. Tied with Nardi 20. Of course, Nardi is the one who completed the first stage first, but one more time, probably getting a free stage up here with the Switch Palace.
And this will possibly make the stage Nardi is on a little easier as well. Nardi deciding to go with one more time strat, it looks like, of doubling back.
Yeah, of course, if it does get a little bit confusing how much each player has cleared, there is, of course, the percentage at the beginning of the game.
Yep, it tells
So
you.
if we
There you
reset
go.
the game, we will very clearly see the percentage that they've cleared. One more time, moving into the lead, clearing a stage in a Switch Palace.
Very simple level, but that is part of the... This first level here is actually quite difficult, so it's a bit of a gamble.
Yeah, that does make this next stage that, yeah, Nardi is making the right choice, I think. Backtracking a little bit in order to go back and get the Switch Palace.
I would do that too. Now, the next level isn't free with the Switch Palace. Nothing is free in this game. However, it is much easier.
Yeah, for sure. The fewer pits is very, very helpful here. Ooh, one more time.
Yabi.
Yabi?
Yabi. Our horse.
Okay, I want to know why Yabi.
Oh.
Okay. Yabi? Come
Yabi.
here.
It's Yabi.
Yabi.
You cannot Yabi.
You cannot Yabi?
You cannot Yabi.
No. Okay. Request next version of this. Let us Yabi a little bit. Yeah, like still, there are a lot of people, talented people in the ROM hacking communities, and I really appreciate them. You know, they're finding ways to help people return to games that they have played many, many times and give them a fresh experience, something that they've never had before. And you know, this is a challenge for players. This gives them something new here, and sometimes it even helps inspire them to return to the base game.
Many of you probably don't, like most of you have probably never heard of D4 before, but you've probably seen the things she's worked on. She's worked on Grand Prix World. She's worked on so many different. She doesn't make the hacks themselves usually. She makes mechanics like this.
Okay,
Which are
gotcha.
then put into the hacks.
Yeah. That's actually really cool. I'd be interested in knowing like some of the mechanics that she's worked on.
She is a wizard.
A what?
A wizard.
I like wizards. They sometimes have beards.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody can have a beard. I approve. Ooh, one more time using the shell very much in a smart, maybe not intended, but honestly,
An H.
whatever makes you survive is completely fine. Just the strategy, if you see a shell, grab the shell. It may save your life.
No, Nardi was just at the checkpoint, but unfortunately the Rex.
No!
But now she knows that's there, and she can plan accordingly.
One more time, I believe, knows that this is going to be a mushroom if he can get the switch. Okay, straight up. There we go. Mushroom time. Can you catch the mushroom? Can you catch the mushroom? Yeah! The answer was yes, and it looks like the mushroom actually stops your momentum when you collect it, which that could be helpful in some ways, and it could be harmful in some ways.
Very bad.
I love it, the risk and reward that can come out of that. One more time, getting fairly close to the end of the stage, we see the arrow showing. Oh no! Oh, and Nardi straight into the dinosaur. Again, we saw One More Time struggle quite a bit with this. We're going to see this for a while longer, probably. It just takes a decent amount of time to get through this specific.
Oh, this time.
Wait,
Yabi
you
worked.
no, what?
That time Yabi worked.
You can Yabi.
Yabi is a nip.
What? Okay, that works. Come back here, yeah. Oh, that was so close. I'm wondering if One More Time is waiting for Yabi to come back.
Yabi. I think Yabi dipped.
No! I very much appreciate the air hover that comes out of that, though. And honestly, I would go for Yabi every time. I have no idea if, like, Yoshi is called Yabi in this ROM hack, but I appreciate, like, adding the lore here, you know? We can build our own lore.
I just like to call Yoshi Yabi. I have no idea why. Yabi and Wolf. Two totally normal things to say out loud.
We say a lot of dumb things around here. It's fine. Oh, okay. Are we gonna get a Yabi? Maybe? Yeah.
There he is.
There's our boy.
There you
Yeah. Okay. And luckily, it looks like the lick still kinda works.
go. Nardi going very, very patiently.
Okay.
Not patiently enough.
Yeah, losing Yabi, but not a huge deal for One More Time. Nardi still at the beginning of the stage. Remember, One More Time was here for a decent amount of, well,
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
So not the biggest deal that Nardi is taking
It's
a while to
okay.
get here. It's better than the alternative. 12 stars. One More Time clearing stage 3 for them. Nardi has cleared 1. There's plenty of time to catch up, though. We are only about 20 minutes into this 50-minute match. Do-do-do-do-do. I mean, it's good music. You can't go wrong. Ah, One More Time. Not into the pit. Nah, everybody's gonna fall into the pit here. Yeah.
All right, one more time going the bottom route.
Okay. The bottom route takes you to the hole.
Wolf is still bouncy.
Actually, yeah, if you can get over on top of those platforms and possibly get a good up swing. Let's see. That is high enough.
Yep. That is a nice shortcut.
Yeah. It's actually really impressive to have, like, I think programming like the aiming cursor in here, that's really neat to have. Ooh, again, the Switch Palace paying off. Unfortunately, not a high enough swing there. Might have to backtrack in order to actually do this. Let's see if One More Time can get any of these precise shots. Oh!
Wow.
Whoa! Oh, this is great. Okay, a little bit of a downswing. That is fine. Let's get up and over to the right. No. Oh! Okay,
good.
Nardi is alive.
Nardi is so
This
close to the H. There's an
There
H.
we go. There's the checkpoint. I guess you can call it an H. Yeah.
And H.
There we go. That's a mark of progress. At least partway through the level, yeah, you could leave out and, you know, not finish it, but I think Nardi is locked in at this point.
Yep.
That's fine. Okay, one more time, got a mushroom. Surprise mushroom, but mushroom nonetheless.
One more time again, going for this cement jump.
I appreciate this jump. It looks really cool when you manage to land it just right. Ooh.
That too.
And also not falling off. Oh! The vibes of the audience, by the way, are immaculate. I very much appreciate the enthusiasm for every single swing that these players are taking.
Lots of awes.
Yeah, everybody's so sad every time Mario dies. That's his job. Well, I mean, besides being a plumber. His job is... What else does he do?
I can't believe Molf is a commentary on our society.
One more time, going for the cool swings again. There we go. Not too close to the cliff this time. Just don't go too low with this swing. And you... Oh! A little too much power there. Something like that. Just a hard drive. Oh, pinballing around.
Right in the...
Like, just bouncing off the walls. A wonderful touch. Absolutely perfect. Oh, Nardi just barely below the bonsai bill. Let's see what Nardi is able to do here. Just gonna move a little horizontally, bounce off the wall probably. Yeah. I mean, no!
Wow.
Oh, the poor death sound. Yeah, it's the same sound that you hear on, like, viewers
hacks.
on various Kaizo hacks. What did one more time hit? Oh, no. Our tech person said there was a flying Koopa up there. I'm not too surprised. There are quite a few in this level.
Oh, Nardi, no. One more jumps. One more jump. One more time has made this jump a bunch, but it is not an easy jump.
Okay, one more time, just going this top route again. Luckily, not too hard of a swing. And up onto the moving platform. Let's see.
Oh.
Good. Oh! That was a good
Good try.
effort, but unfortunately not far enough, and still no checkpoint in this stage. Yeah, you said that the Switch Palace would help.
Yep.
It is helping.
It is helping.
But it is still a
It's
very
not
difficult
free.
stage. Oh my gosh, yeah. I can never get tired of this music. Like, maybe if you like made me listen to it for like 20 days in a row, but even then I might just like start singing along whenever you enter the room and drive you a little nuts. It's fun. Oh no, the
Once
Koopa!
again, hitting the Koopa.
The secret Koopas are deadly Koopas, okay? Keep them out of the skies.
While I was at breakfast today, I said the words, I think I'm one of the nicest Kuso GMs. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Look, I thought this would be pleasant. I thought it would be like a nice pleasant. I don't know.
Like, honestly, I don't know if they're getting super frustrated.
I can't tell yet. I suppose we'll see.
They're kind of locked in right now. Ooh, a little bit of a hard drive, unfortunately. Going, not even a sand pit, just a pit.
As I always say, too much stank.
Uh-oh. Okay, Nardi taking the correct route up here on top of the clouds.
Has a shell, that's a good thing.
Yeah, hold on to that shell. This may protect your soul, Mario.
Oh, no,
You don't want to become a ghost.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, kill that dinosaur thingy. I don't remember what they're called.
It's a Rex.
Rex?
Yep, shepherd.
Wow, really creative. Thank you, Nintendo.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Nardi now knows that that's there.
Yeah, Nardi, I saw the face of consideration like, okay.
Above or below?
Yeah.
You have chosen.
I was gonna say as above, so below, but no, just stay above. Okay, the Rex is just jamming out. They have wings for some reason. This is what it was like back in the prehistoric era. Lot of dances. Lot of dancing, you know. Honestly, going to a dinosaur dance party would be amazing.
Yeah, especially if it plays like that music from Chrono Trigger.
Which one? There's a lot of music in Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, there is. There's like a prehistoric dance music.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then you drink the soup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was definitely alcohol in Japan.
Oh, there's no way. What, America's censorship?
No way, never.
Drink the soup, everybody. It's fine.
Yeah, I bet America would have censored Molf's anti-capitalist message.
Yeah, honestly. You're sorry about Molf's anti-capitalist message? Yeah. I mean, it's commentary on golf as a whole, you know, as a whole. Yeah, now the audience is in on this. This is dangerous.
Oh,
Nardi.
oh,
Yeah, that looked like
it.
that was cheap.
The hitboxes are.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say that that was incorrect. I disagree with the game, but you know what? I can't just magically go in and say, no, Mario lives. I don't work that way. Sorry, I'm not a magician like the person who made this ROM hack. All I am is commentator this time, and unfortunately, we're here to curse, not to do anything else.
So, what do you think par is for this stage? A nice par 200.
Honestly, I imagine probably 50.
Okay.
Like 50 would be a. Which stage are we talking about? One more time
That's
stage?
a good question. Both.
Yeah, what's par for this stage? 2 different stages on the screen. I don't know, 50? Yeah. I imagine if you got really good at possibly one more time stage, 20 would probably be a good goal to hit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So I'll say 20 for one more times and maybe 15 for Nardi's stage. Those would be my pars that I would set, having never played this before.
Yep.
Oh, no! Unfortunately, there's not a swing counter. There. Another suggestion as for version 2.0 here, okay? We need a counter for how many swings are taken. Well,
I think it would go very well where the star is, on the HUD. Counts your swings.
yeah. I mean, there's also just cram some of the other elements together, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then make a giant number in the top right. Just take up a quarter of the screen for how many shots you have. Giant number like 50.
Oh man. Oh, one more time. Almost falling off.
That's all right. Nardi going backwards here.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably after you die, the direction that you're holding might affect
that might
the
be it.
way that Mario's facing when you come back in the level. That would be my guess.
Oh.
Oh, very, very lovely bounces. Of course, you can make it matter a lot less by using the L and R button in order to scroll the camera. Of course, most people who have not played Mario in a long time, especially Super Mario World, would not remember that. It's still worth pushing and holding every button. Tapping the L and R is not going to do anything. You actually have to hold it in order for the camera to move.
Now you can hold X to move the cursor. Oh wow. Malf giveth, Malf taketh. Right then it giveth. You can hold X to move the cursor faster, which I don't believe I've seen either of them really do.
Now we are nearing the time to give the game out for the next match. So, Schmumbler, are you here? Oh, Schmumbler, are you here? If so, can I see your hand? There's Schmumbler. Okay, and Author Blues is here as well. Your GM is sitting at that table, so feel free to go and chat
I will
with
never forgive
our
Ritz,
friend.
please.
That will be the last match of the day. We, of course, will have 4 more matches tomorrow. 3 of them part of the tournament, 1 of them exhibition. I will race somebody who decides that they want to race me.
Oh, Nardi looks like... Nope. Okay.
Okay. One more time, getting a coin or
Going
2.
slow.
I almost said ring. Oh no, this is my curse. I call the rings in Sonic coins. I call the coins in Mario rings. It's just how it's gonna be these days. Okay, Nardi going
Alright,
slow.
Nardi once again
you
up
want
there.
to get high up though.
Oh, Nardi, no, not enough.
Just gotta get higher up early on. At least Nardi knows more or less where the Bonsai Bill spawns.
Yes.
Yes, and like any knowledge that you gain is helpful. So
Yes.
I think that Nardi will get it next time. Whoa! One more time. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I think slow and steady is the way to go here,
Agreed.
considering that there are no enemies walking towards you. Just take some short swings. We're not judging based off of the number of swings. It's going to be the number of levels cleared. And like with one more time getting through this level, we may see 4 cleared on his side.
I believe this is a PB for one more time.
Yeah, I have not seen
Oh,
one
don't.
more time this far.
Be patient. Be patient. You are not patient.
Oh! I fully understand. I would have made that same mistake myself.
Yeah, no, I get it. Absolutely. But that will never, like, knock you off. So you can sit there and wait the timing.
Oh, no! But doesn't, like, the swing get lower if you just stand on it?
No,
Oh, it doesn't?
no, it goes forever.
It'll keep going around?
Yep. It depends
Okay.
on the momentum.
Fine, fine. Depends on the momentum. Nardi getting up, grabbing the shell. That's very good. Oh,
no.
Unfortunately, a swing just a tiny bit too low. I love that this level has like yellow blocks that you can use here. Who goes and actually ever plays this level after you've gotten the Switch Palace? Nobody. Why would you play? Okay, one person in the crowd says I do that. Okay, good for you. Nobody else does that. You know why? There's no point. Oh no, one more time. Let's see if you can face the correct direction. There we go. Beautiful
Nardi get over
move
it?
for one more time.
This slight hesitation was too much.
Ooh, unfortunately bouncing back for one more time and hitting the winged Koopa. Ooh, straight into the Rex's face. Now we are 35 minutes into this 50-minute match. We've got 15 more minutes. Technically, there's still a chance for anybody.
That works.
Like, Nardi is behind, but it's not necessarily going to be that way for this entire time. We did not expect people to get very far into this because this is extremely difficult. I'd say, like, more difficult than Snulf just because...
Oh,
like,
100%.
yeah, like, Sonic is made to go fast and, you know, made for ball form. And simply put, like, if something walks into Sonic while in ball form, guess what? It dies.
You also have rings in Sonic.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
here you just have mushroom, and if you're lucky and are facing the right direction, a shell.
Power-ups are very, very rare. Comparatively, like, getting rings in Sonic, super common. Getting mushrooms in Mario, not nearly as common.
I will say, there are power-ups, but one more time and Nardi don't seem to be going for them too much and seem to be passing them. I would get them at every single one.
I would as well. I feel like that is a strategy that, you know, keep that in your notes for later on. And that's something that oftentimes, you know, in Kusogrande, people aren't going to play perfectly.
No, of
People are
course
going to
not.
make mistakes, you know. But both of the players have made the same mistake, and that sort of puts them both on an even playing field. If
Yeah.
if one of them had figured out it's really helpful to get power-ups, they would probably move into the lead. Nardi currently backtracking. There is an extra life in that box up above. Nobody cares because you've got infinite lives here.
I will say, when I played the first version of this hack, you did not.
There weren't infinite
There were
lives.
no infinite lives.
Oh, that
There
makes
was
it
no
special.
instant retry.
Yeah, those two are basically necessary, I'd
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Okay, Nardi can get over this.
I feel
Alright.
like that as soon as you land in this, like the ring stops, or the coin stop. Oh my gosh, they stop spinning. You know what I'm talking about.
Nardi is going
So
for
do
it
the
this
blocks
time.
after you hit the spinny blocks. They stop spinning. They just stay static.
It's not easy to hit, but I do think that this is worth it. Essentially gives Nardi another free hit.
I mean, it's easy
Oh.
if you do that.
Oh, unless-
Unfortunately, the mushroom running away,
Yep,
and I don't believe there's a wall to the right.
there is not.
Yeah,
It was worth a try.
for sure. Yeah, you could potentially rush in order to grab the mushroom.
Third time Nardi's getting here. Can she get over the bonsai
Go
pad?
high, go high. There we go.
There you go.
That's going to pay off. And we are right near the end of the stage. Let's see what Nardi is able to do. Nardi
Slow
going
and steady.
slow.
Only has 100, whatever the time unit is in Mario. It's definitely not seconds.
It's just slightly
Slightly
faster
faster.
than seconds. We are low on time for
Oh, the
Nardi. Just gotta
panic.
finish the stage before the panic
The
music
panic's
stops.
gonna set in. Come
Yeah.
on, Nardi.
Nardi can do this. I've got
Yes,
faith.
I believe.
Okay, straight up.
A little bit. Okay.
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 That's fine. That'll work.
Oh,
Yes! A hard swing. A hard swing is all you need.
Yep, you're right at the end.
Okay, over this nerd. Nardi, you can
Come
do
on,
it.
you can do it.
No!
That is the most tragic thing I've ever seen in my life.
I am so sad.
Oh, man.
Like this video if you cry every time. All of you watching over on YouTube. Oh, there we go. Nardi. Here's the deal. Nardi knows that's the end of the stage
Yep.
now. Like, you know, if she, you know, it's pretty clear that both of these players probably haven't played this super recently. So just knowledge is important. Gaining knowledge
Knowledge is
about
power.
how long the stage is helps out a lot. And now that Nardi knows where the end is, there's a chance. One more time needs to get up here without ruining the shot. Just,
Oh my gosh.
See, I was
That's
worried
a
about
shot.
it going backwards.
Oh.
Oh!
That's
That not too much of a surprise. Like if either player clears that the level that one more time is on, I think that's going to be a solid
yeah,
lead.
100%.
Yeah. At first I was thinking we got to make sure that we like accurately count the levels, but now I'm not too concerned about that. I think that like 3 versus 4 would be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Okay, one more time, just trying to get up on. Okay, there we go. Up on the ledge. Nardi getting some, beautiful triple hop.
Beautiful.
Okay, underneath the bonsai bill. Oh, and one more time into the pit. Unfortunately, Mario just has no, a little traction, not a whole lot of traction.
One thing you may have noticed is
Yeah.
the moving platforms are like a little more sticky than the ground. You bounce along the ground, but not on a moving platform. So one more time, sometimes getting on the moving platforms and not sliding off due to this weird traction they tend to have.
I mean, I think that's a great thing to have.
I agree.
Yeah.
You're dead otherwise.
But that should, especially if you start to notice mechanics like that, you can be a little bit riskier around those, take harder swings in order to get up on top of them. Okay, one more time.
Oh.
Okay, I'm watching Nardi right now.
Okay.
Okay,
Very good
that's a
spot,
decent
very good
location.
spot.
Good Rex kill. Unfortunately.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, yeah, beautiful swing. Oh.
Mulf giveth, Mulf taketh. It usually just taketh.
Oh, it taketh today, baby. Very good bounces by Mario here. I love the like bouncing off the wall.
You're so rubbery.
I mean, you're supposed to be a golf ball, right? Like
Yeah,
it
no,
makes
it makes
sense to be this bouncy.
I'm working on a ROM hack right now about a goblin, and I'm putting in a bunch of goblin golf levels, or golf for short.
Okay.
And it's perfect for that, because it's a goblin. You're looking and you're like, yeah, they're rubbery. But like
yeah.
you look at Mario, I mean, he's got like that mascot play, but
Oh, that was so close. Yeah, Mario is not very goblin-like, I gotta say.
No, well, yeah, that's Waluigi.
Yeah, Waluigi, fantastic goblin.
Oh.
No! Yeah, that, like, what you would probably want to do is go over that platform and
Bounce
land on the
on the-
swinging platform.
Agreed,
Yeah.
because it's a little stickier.
Yeah, pay attention to the sticky platforms, land on the thing that you're probably going to survive.
Nardi with the shell.
No,
Good
not the Koopa. Okay, Nardi should be able to get up here. Beautiful. Time for some slow horizontal putts. We have just under 6 minutes left. We are close to the end of this match.
Nice. Nardi going for it instead of. Okay.
Okay. Holding on to the shell. Good idea.
This is very good. This looks very good.
Okay.
The shell, saving up.
All you gotta do is get a hard hit all the way over this nerd.
Let's go.
That's what we're talking about, Nardi. And Nardi will be moving on to the Switch Palace to get a very easy clear. Yeah, and just to clarify, this is based off of the number of levels completed, and in general, when we do that, if it happens to be a tie, did you tell them the specific tie-break condition?
No, but I would say H's in levels, and I would just say like distance. So and who got there first.
Yeah,
most part.
like it's actually pretty easy to tell the distance
It
in this.
is, yeah.
Yeah,
So Nardi could, if Nardi really like clicks with the next level, she could definitely move ahead.
yeah, if for some reason they ended on different levels, obviously we would have to judge it based
Yeah.
off of just how many levels completed and then who did it first. But because they will be ending on the same level, most likely horizontal distance through this level
Is our best
now is going to be the best bet.
And
Yeah.
I don't believe One More Time has gotten past the green star block. That is the current wall.
Yes. Ooh. Of course.
But of course has a very good lead here thanks to the H.
Yeah, but Nardi is back to this level.
Yep.
There is a chance for a comeback. Let's see if Nardi is going the lower path, just like you, or one more time has been doing. I mean, you can get those big hops, and because of that, Nardi getting up here. Gotta get to that H. We have under 4 minutes left, though. There is still the chance for a comeback, though.
Hanging in there.
Nardi also knows that you can sort of float on those platforms. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, gonna have to go up and to the left. You can get up on that
tricky jump. It's a tricky
You can
jump.
do it. Nardi opting to go into the pit. Oh, one more time, it's through!
That is big.
Holy cow, I think that's going to
Cement
it. We still have 2.5 minutes left, though.
This also means we get to see what water levels are like.
What? Water levels? Oh, no. Okay. Well. Okay.
They are jank.
This is perfect. This is how water is meant to be. There we go, getting up on that upper platform. It's not very common that I see anybody get up that high, you know?
Can't see where you're going. All the mines.
You know.
All the mines.
Oh! Yeah, I appreciate the fast swings trying to get across the mines. Nardi, unfortunately, thinks that you have to backtrack all this way in order to get higher up, but that is fine, you know. Nardi is putting in a lot of good work here.
Yes. No, this is impressive for both. Hanging in there. I love that. Oh.
Whee! Nah, it's all good. Oh, one more time going down a pipe and into spiky land.
Go on the side path.
Oh my gosh, I love the water golfing. This is not how golf is meant to be.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, I've only done mini golf and they didn't let us go in the water.
Clearly,
Get
they're
out of the
doing
water,
wrong.
kid. Yeah. I was in my 30s, but, you know. Oh! Into the spike ball and, oh, killing a fish. Very nice. We are very close to the end of the match, under half a minute left. It is locked in. We know that one more time has taken the victory. Let's let them finish what they are doing here and see if anything funny happens in the final seconds here.
It's Malf. Something funny is always happening.
Oh, yeah. 2, 1, and that is time, everybody. Congratulations. Fantastic job by one level. One more time takes the victory today. Congratulations one more time. Nardi, you were making a lot of good progress there at the end. Fantastic job to both of them. Give it up. Everybody, we've got one more match coming for you in just a minute. Feel free to grab some water and we'll be right back.
Thank you, everyone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Kuso Live at SGDQ 2025. I'm Brosencho with the GM for our last match of the day, Ritz Blues.
Hey, everybody.
Yes, now Author Blues and Schmumbler up here playing Spider-Man and the X-Men in Arcade's Revenge. Are you two ready? Sweet. In that case, we'll go ahead and have them start in 3, 2, 1, go! Well, Ritz, what is going on? It looks like they might have skipped a level.
Yeah, so the first level is kind of a tutorial level that teaches you a little bit about Spider-Man. It's not particularly interesting other than one really cool sound, which you'll probably hear later. Actually, it's the same exact sound as those lightning bolts that Storm is swimming through. So,
Okay.
Same sound. So instead, I've opted to switch to some of the more interesting levels that the game has. So the players are going to move through the 5 different playable characters. Storm, Wolverine, Gambit, Spider-Man, and Cyclops.
Perfect. So,
Oh, we have our first death.
uh-oh. That was a scream.
Yep.
Why did she die?
She ran out of air. So in the top left corner, you see a life bar in the form of bubbles.
Okay.
And that's Storm's oxygen supply. And so in order to stay alive, Storm needs to come up for air every so often.
Yeah, now we're in water, right?
Yep. So yeah, this is all a swimming level. I know you're all probably wondering, but Storm can fly. Why doesn't she just fly out of the water? Well, I'm glad you asked. The manual does give an explanation for this. It is because in this area, the air has been replaced with negative air.
Negative air, the worst type of air. Yeah, you can't fly through that stuff.
So Storm is unfortunately unable to fly and is dealing with one of her worst fears, claustrophobia.
Yeah, this is all about the different fears that the X-Men have, right?
To some extent, that's definitely true.
Okay.
Although some of them are a little questionable, which we'll see hopefully when the characters get through Storm Stage 1.
Good. Yeah, this stage seems somewhat manageable right now. It seems like all you're doing is swimming and shooting lightning out of your face or something like that.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
So the nicest thing about this level is because Storm's health is air. That scream. Oh, jeez.
It's so intense. I love it.
Because Storm's air is health. You can collect bubbles like Oth is doing in the on that clamshell there, or by surfacing, in order to restore your health.
Well, I mean, of course, clam's the obvious source of oxygen in the ocean. Definitely helpful when you're an X-Men.
Yep. So the way these levels are designed, in order for the players to make progress, they need to break through any barriers or any of the wheels that, like those little valves that's right in front of Oth there, for example, and in front of Schmumbler. Oth drowning, unfortunately. So every time they destroy one of those wheels, the water level in the level will rise. Which is good because these are vertical levels. They have to make their way up to the top in order to get to the boss. The downside is that any air pockets that were available before are going to be filled with water.
Oh, yeah. And it seems like every time you get hurt, even if the enemy isn't taking away oxygen directly, it takes away oxygen in your health bar. That's weird. Normally you'd think that oxygen and health are different, unless you're playing Mario 64.
Yep. It turns out whenever things explode, like a wall or one of the valves, the sparks that come off of the explosion will damage you.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to get explosions. X-Men known for being extremely fragile when it comes to anything touching them.
So Schmumbler taking an early game over and jumping back into Storm again. I will point out none of the levels in this game have checkpoints.
Okay.
So it's not too much of a time loss. It is just kind of a nuisance having to reset the save state to get back to level select, which is the reason I set up the save states, because otherwise going all the way back to Spider-Man's tutorial level is really boring.
Yeah, that would be a little boring. Well, yeah, the Spider-Man's overrated anyway. We can pay attention to the other characters in this.
Yep. So
I'm waiting for somebody to react to hot takes, but everybody's just like, yeah, we accept that. Spider-Man's
boring.
overrated.
He's just so boring. Yeah.
I'm a spider and a man. So original. Okay, Author Blues just refilling air at
Yep.
the clam.
Yep.
Good strat.
Schmumbler doing the same thing on the right side there, has found an air pocket that, unfortunately, by blowing up 2 valves, that air pocket will disappear very soon.
Uh-oh.
But they should be able to get their health back up at least before it's too far. So the trick to this is just sort of learning the layout and making sure you know where there are safe areas to recover your health.
Yeah, for now, Author Blues in a little bit of a precarious situation, but we have a clam.
Yep. So when you break open the clam, if it doesn't have bubbles coming out of it, the pearls that come out, I believe, heal you a little bit. But unfortunately, they're not as good as finding like a reliable... Oh, so close
right
to an
near
air
the
pocket.
air pocket, but the laser squid got Author Blues. You don't want those squids.
No. So Schmumbler here had a bit of a difficult decision because once they destroy the valve here, that air pocket that they're in right now is going to go away. So they need to very quickly swim back down and try and find another supply of air. Luckily, oh, he's found the air bubbles at the bottom down there.
Good, good. No, if people haven't noticed, like, the problems in this game so far, right now, we've got kind of large sprites, and more so, the fact that you can only scroll the camera to the right when you are relatively close to the right side of the screen.
Also,
that's a problem.
Another thing that makes this this game kind of difficult to control is that Storm, if you are not pressing any directions, is constantly floating upwards.
Oh, really?
Yep. So anytime you see them like holding still or kind of bobbing up and down, it's because they're floating up and then tapping down to go back down.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I mean, that's the logical thing to do when you're, like, trying to stay in the same place. Just tap a little bit. I mean, it helps you to gain your bearing to make sure that you know, like, have time to survey the situation, take a look around. Author Blues doing a little bit of that tapping right there. He's a bit concerned, though. Gonna grab some of these bubbles from the
Good
clam.
strategy. It is a slow refill, but it is an infinite refill, so that's a good safe spot for a little while for Auth to resupply, kind of get his bearings and figure out where to go next.
Yeah, and considering that, you know, it's going to be a little while until Author Blues actually gets more air, staying and refilling probably better than going fast at this point. Remember, with Kusogrande, with Kuso Live here, we don't care about how fast somebody gets through the game. It's just who makes the most progress out of the two of these players. And because they haven't seen or played the game before, you know, consistent progress is more important than fast progress.
Auth kind of in a tight spot, very low on air, but is in a new area that might have a supply. Oh, very lucky to get an air pocket, but it's going to go away. So he's going to desperately grab one last breath, see if he can find some more oxygen.
There is a squid to the left, though. Oh, there we go.
He got it.
Got to
Can he
go
get
up.
to the
Got
air
to go
pocket?
up. Oh,
He did it.
Collision detection is
here
a
we go.
pain here. Uh-oh,
Okay,
mine.
mine hurt, but he's okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Storm can breathe, so thank goodness.
It's fine. Storm's invulnerable. She just, you know, can't hold her breath forever.
And enemies just take her breath away, you know.
So Auth's getting pretty far into the level at this point. Definitely just sort of making absolutely sure that, and manages to snag a
no.
one-up. Uh-oh.
Okay, gotta get through, gotta get through.
Oh,
no! The one-up not worth it.
The one-up was a
No.
trap.
Who could have guessed? Oh, wait. Who published this? LJN?
It was LJN.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Mind you, they weren't the developers. They're just like, yeah, we'll ship it. We can do that. We'll distribute it for you. Do you know who developed it?
That's a good question.
That's okay. I'm on the case right now.
The game manual is available on archive.org. So Schmumbler has managed to get a pretty decent air pocket here and slowly, gradually move further up.
Yeah, Schmumbler doing a pretty good job at figuring out where to go here. Of course, Schmumbler is one of the staff here at GDQ. Author Blues is a longtime speedrunner and also the reigning champion for Kuso Live. It's great to see these two going up against each other. Schmumbler grabbing the extra life, but death anyways. I mean, you don't know it's not worth it until you're dead.
You get it. Yep. Yeah. There is a few areas in the game than some of the stages where you can farm levels. Actually, there's a fairly infamous one in Gambit's stage.
Ooh.
But I doubt that the players will find it. And because there's no checkpoints and we're allowing save states in between each level completion, it really doesn't matter. One-ups don't really make any difference in this particular race.
So it looks like the developer for this game is Software Creations Limited, which made other games like Super Monkey Ball Jr. Okay, I heard a laugh from the audience there. I appreciate the Rugrats movie. I don't know which one. Cutthroat Island. That game is a nightmare. Yeah, I see some Batman. Blaster Master 2. Now that's a title. Yeah, I really appreciate this history here. Oh, The Simpsons, Bart and the Beanstalk.
Wait, Bart, that's a game?
Have you not played Bart and the Beanstalk?
Heard of that
Okay,
game.
well, yeah, there you go. There's a Simpsons game called Bart and the Beanstalk.
Wow.
Yeah, one of the Incredible Crash Dummies games. Yeah, there are some games in here. Oh, Night of the Living Treehouse of Horror. That's a classic for our community here. Okay,
Oth is back at the trap one-up, but unfortunately the air pocket is gone.
just gotta go left there. Like, honestly, better.
It's a little risky. Uh-oh.
There's a squid.
The squid.
Nope.
Oh,
no! Getting greedy. Yeah, I understand your life is running out. You probably are thinking, I just want to go ahead and get through this lightning, but with 2 full air bubbles, just wait for the electricity to go away. Wait, Storm is all about electricity.
Yep.
So,
I don't know.
you don't know?
Okay. I have no answers for that. Or how the fact that the light doesn't affect her when she shoots it in the water, or how it like doesn't conduct it like feedback onto her or anything like that. Look, it's a comic book video game. I don't know how physics works.
Oh, they're
Yes, it's
anti-lightning.
anti-lightning.
Thank you, Tech. By the way, huge shout out to Tech, especially Nux, who is helping us throughout all of Kuso Live. You have been fantastic, Nux. For better or for worse, Nux was like, I want to work Kuso Live specifically. And we're like, okay, we'll take you. We love you. It's great having you here. I mean, I suppose you kind of enjoy the pain that other people get to sit through as well. And the screams.
Yep. So Schmumbler very close to a safe spot there, but unfortunately did not eliminate the squid before getting to that safe pocket.
So I do see some other things in the HUD. We've got like a snowflake. We've got a tornado. What do those mean?
So those are collectible power-ups that you can get. I believe the whirlwind that you can deploy, I don't recall how. There's a button you can push. Puts a little tornado up that just sort of circles around in a little tight circle near you.
Okay.
All it does is block missiles. So it is useful for fighting like the squids if you need like a little shield to hide behind.
Yeah.
But once you use it, it's gone unless you pick up pearls. The star shape that you see there is like an electric overcharge or an overload, and it shoots lightning bolts in 8 directions one time.
Okay. I mean, probably worth saving those for a boss if there is a boss in this stage.
There's a boss in this stage. It is called the water level.
The water level.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's up.
Oh, Author Blue's taking
So
a
tight.
lot of damage there. This is going to be a death.
Maybe?
Oh, there's no way.
Yeah, no, he's done. Yep.
Just that scream.
Every time.
It's so good. Who did the audio for this game? I'm going to give them a shout out.
Well, that and like the constant uncomfortable sound that comes out whenever like you hear storm surfacing through the air. That sort of. It's just It's just like the theme of this level. It does feel very claustrophobic and like very intense. when you don't know where you're going. It's easy to get lost. It's easy to mismanage your oxygen and just wind up in a bad situation.
Now, unfortunately, nobody is credited for sound effects, but for music, you've got the Fallen Brothers. Yeah, Tim Fallen. As you can hear from this beautiful music here, the Fallen Brothers worked on this game.
Yeah.
There's no music here.
Yep. It's actually very quiet.
Oh,
but
there is?
There is very faint music in the background, but the bubbles and the sound effects are way louder.
Okay, yeah, I just thought we were dealing with gloopy water sounds.
It's sort of like a. It's a very subtle, like, kind of. I don't know, it sounds like water level music. It's just really quiet.
Okay.
So both Schmumbler and Oth getting pretty far into the level at this point. Schmumbler grabbing a health power, or not a health power up, the 8 directional shot while getting a little bit higher up.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to verticality, Author Blues technically has the lead here, but Schmumbler is very close to that and might technically pass Author Blues in a little bit. Let's see how they're able to handle this. I think a mine's showing up. Watch out, the mine's gonna get you. Yep, and Schmumbler just a tiny bit. Okay, that's where Author Blues got, but died. Schmumbler gonna have to go back to the right, I believe. There's the troll extra life to the right, but also that little valve.
Yep. So I believe at this point right here we have a lead change. Schmumbler has taken the lead, but unfortunately the water level is not high enough to progress further. We'll have to backtrack into the level and find one more valve.
Uh-oh. This isn't good.
No, it's
This is very, very bad. Where could it be?
Yep.
Where's the valve?
Oh no. Okay.
There's a clam. Maybe the clam holds the sea. The clam holds pearls, probably. Oh, there's the valve. Okay.
But without an oxygen supply, Schmumbler has no chance to get back to the surface.
Oh, that is a very sad sound effect. That's all right, though. Well, right now, yeah, both of them are just trying to get back to where they had made it before. Honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised if one of them, like, manages to make it towards the end of the stage and to the boss if there is one.
I will say they're very close to the end.
Good, good.
You know, the level does get, fairly tight with the difference between being able to swim across something or being able to breathe in it. So, as you saw in Schmumbler's progress, if the water were just a tiny bit higher, they could swim across the top of the level and probably get close to the end. I believe the speedrun actually makes use of the 8-way shot to hit valves that are just out of reach.
Ooh.
Because you can shoot upwards by doing that.
Okay. Yeah, that would be extremely useful.
But I think it's not until the very end of the level that they do that.
Okay, I'm looking at the story of the game, by the way. Here's the story that we've got. From web to web, skyscraper to skyscraper, Spider-Man races through the towering canyons of the city. The X-Men, Wolverine, Cyclops, and Storm have all disappeared. And unless Spidey can find Gambit, the Cajun's fate will certainly be the same. Spidey sees Gambit's familiar silhouette below, but in the second he swings down, a giant tube shoots out from the roof of a garbage truck, and Gerslang, it swallows the unsuspecting Arcadian. Spidey flashes back through countless life and death barrels and flesh-hungry supervillains, back to an absurd assassin called Arcade and his deadly amusement park. The wall crawler slings a Spidey tracer onto the truck and pursues his prey into the night, unaware the hunter is about to become the hunted. Arcade originally created his fun fair to make his $1 million hits more entertaining, but now he's rebuilt it with all new, bigger games, inescapable traps, and deadly rides, purely for his own enjoyment.
Oth has made it past where Schmumbler was and is now able to swim across the top. It has just a tiny amount of oxygen left. But he has to be very careful. If he shoots a valve too soon and that air pocket goes away, he will trap himself. So I believe he has reached the final stage. He even did use an 8-directional shot there at a pretty good moment.
Good.
Taking out some of the piranhas nearby, but Schmumbler is pretty hot on his heels right now.
Yeah. Just looking at the rest of the manual, there's way too much about Spider-Man. We don't care about him. Yeah.
So, Oth has found the end of the stage, but unfortunately cannot leave the stage until the boss is defeated.
Oh, good attempt, but unfortunate. Oh, no, Schmumbler.
Schmumbler got comboed.
Oh,
No! Oth's still in the lead here, so it is a very close race at this point. Oth just a few moments ahead in the screens, and Schmumbler should be able to get pretty close to the boss in the next attempt or so. We'll see if they manage to defeat the boss or not.
Now, one thing to keep in mind when it comes to blind races, oftentimes you may stumble into a situation where you have to choose, am I going to risk something or am I going to backtrack and stay alive? And because there is no timer in this game as opposed to other games, backtracking to stay alive is probably the wiser choice because it allows you to not have to go back to the beginning of the stage. You want to stop repeating sections of the stage as much as possible. So, if one of the players gets into the habit of backtracking in order to regain air, I think that's a very wise decision. It's what they should do. At least if they take a decent amount of damage, backtracking or heading to the next area that has oxygen, just stay topped up as much as possible.
Yeah, but don't forget any of the valves that are needed on the way. Otherwise, having to backtrack a lot, it may be impossible to reach certain areas with the few bubbles of oxygen that are available in this stage.
Just need more bubbles.
More bubbles. The bubbles, the bubbles, the bubbles,
I
the
don't
bubbles.
understand. Literally, if a bubble floats up in the water, you're not going to be able to breathe it. That's not how it works.
Storm is a mutant, and she can control the movement of air.
Okay, so this is real air.
So the bubbles are real air.
However,
The surface
she
air-
breathes negative air.
She can breathe negative air. She just can't fly in it.
Okay, you
can't
can
control
breathe.
it.
You can breathe normal and negative air, but you can only fly in normal air.
Yes,
That is very smart.
My actually only goes so far off.
It's Arcade's revenge, he's just throwing whatever games he wants at them. Okay, Author Blue's doing the slow crawl up. Luckily, the water is going high enough to make it through this section, Author Blues.
But not too high to drown, so that's good.
Yeah. And in fact, even if you take damage, air heals. Air heals all, at least when you're Storm.
Yep. So almost back at the boss again. Just has to contend with the giant swarm of piranhas.
So are the piranhas the boss?
No. At the end of the level, if you watch just a moment here, you'll see on Oth's screen on the right side, there is a sort of spinning star kind of enemy blocking the exit there that's shooting little missiles.
Okay, so
That's
that
the
is an
boss.
enemy.
Yes.
I thought it was just a spinning star thing.
Nope, it's a boss.
Okay.
It's a tiny boss. It is tiny but mighty.
Nice. So, big question. Author Blues is at 0 lives. What happens if he makes it to the next character and then gets a game over?
He'll have to use a load state at that point because the players are allowed to use a save state if they successfully get back to the character screen.
Okay.
Oth using a shield here. Very good move.
And there
Oth
we
beating
go.
the boss. And Oth has completed stage 1. So next stage is Wolverine. And Wolverine has a fear that Arcade is also going to exploit here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Wolverine is afraid of circuses.
As he's well known to be afraid of, I literally can't remember, any story about him being afraid of clowns, but...
I don't know what he's afraid of at all. I don't think it's clowns, but I guess they just wanted to have a clown level.
Nobody wants clown levels. Nobody. Who is playing a video game, like an X-Men video game, thinking, boy, I sure hope there's a clown level in this X-Men video game. Yeah, that would be great. Nobody.
So Oth has not decided to use Wolverine's most powerful weapon, his claws, at this point. The developers did make it an option to extend or retract the claws. And there's a functional benefit to both options. When the claws are out, Wolverine deals more damage. But when they're retracted, he can actually slowly recover health by just standing still.
Yeah, you have to not move to recover health, as far as I remember.
It might just be not take damage for a while. It does take a while for it to build up.
Ah, gotcha.
Another interesting note, the Jack-in-the-Box enemies, if you kill them without using your claws, they will always drop a heart.
Oh, nice.
They take more hits, but they always drop a heart, so it's not bad. But this will pretty much force Oth to figure out that he needs to extend his claws. There we go.
And then what do you do?
And then he has to figure out how to fight a wall.
How do you fight walls?
Uppercuts.
He did an uppercut without the claws?
Yes.
Oh, no. You can uppercut. Oh, see?
There
oh,
it is.
there we go.
There it
yeah!
All right, and Schmumbler has also reached the Wolverine stage, so he's catching up at this point.
Fantastic. Yeah, we've got a solid race on our hands. Like, Author Blues is the reigning champion, but Schmumbler has already proven to be a formidable opponent.
So now you can definitely hear the musical difference here with the circus music being played in the background for Schmumbler's audio.
Oh, I don't like it. Okay, I kind of like it.
Schmumbler opting with caution. It's interesting to see how cautious the players are after playing Storm's level for so long, being very worried about taking damage.
Honestly, probably the right call.
Yeah, this game will very hard punish you for just blindly running into areas and taking too much damage.
With that said, there was a relatively easy to get one up earlier on in the stage for Author Blues. So if you do happen to get a game over, not the biggest deal. Okay, Author Blues low on health.
Yep. So I'm going to keep an eye on his health and see if it automatically recovers just over time. I think you might be right, though. I think he has to hold still in order for it to regen.
Did the players get to read the manual?
I did give them copies of it, yes.
Okay, cool. So they may have seen something about that in the manual, but at the same time, that's a lot of information in a short amount of time to digest.
They had to figure out the controls for all 5 characters.
That's so nice. Okay, heart. You know what? As it turns out, if you can just make it to one of these Jack-in-the-Boxes and kill them without claws, you get free refill. Yeah, Schmumbler so far has not learned about the Jack-in-the-Box skills there, but is retracting claws occasionally, I think, possibly to try to get extra health. I'm not completely sure. Let's see what Schmumbler does. Oh, there we go. Uppercut worked.
Okay, Oth has reached the boss of the stage, Apocalypse, and has died.
Oh, no!
No, my stomach. Oh, it hurts.
Get ready, Wolverine.
Schmumbler has taken a death as well.
Ooh, back to the beginning of the stage for both of them. Remember, no checkpoints in this game.
Nope. It's any player's race at this point, so should be interesting to see what other tactics they start using, whether or not they opt to use claws to kill things faster or keep them retracted to gradually recover health.
Let me see. I need to take a look. Is Wolverine afraid of clowns?
I do love the backgrounds in this level. The very sinister looking clowns and then the teeth thing. It's just sitting there like, rah, rah.
He's afraid of losing control. Maybe that's what the clowns represent. No control.
Sure. It's a little bit of a reach, but I'll allow it.
It's the best that I can come up with, okay?
So both players gradually making their way through, trying to maintain their health as best as possible.
I like the giant clowns that just shoot there or sit there shooting with a gun and they're immortal?
Acid squirt guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably looking pretty low on health at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, Schmumbler has not learned that killing the Jack-in-the-Box without claws actually gives you health. That's a very helpful thing to learn. And I don't think Schmumbler's going to learn it by the end of this match, but we may have Schmumbler learning how to refill health by not doing anything. With your claws retracted.
Yep. So he has learned the patterns for how not to get hit while in front of one, but
Health is refilling. Okay, just like I think still walking around, yeah, Wolverine did restore health up
yep.
to...
So he's figured out the regen, so that's good. It'll take a little time, so he's just going to be doing a little jogging.
Yeah, it is a slower refill than getting the hearts from the Jack-in-the-Boxes, but it still is health, you know.
Yep. So Schmumbler takes the hit from the exploding block, but does manage to survive that encounter, and is now going to do just a little bit of health regen before pushing on, I would bet.
Trying to attack some of the boxes to see if there's anything in them. Unfortunately, those boxes do nothing. They're just decorative boxes.
Yep.
As clowns are known to have, you gotta have decorative boxes around the house. So actually I have a question, because when Storm's level was completed for Off and Blues, I saw that there was like an orb at the bottom and it got crossed out. Does each character have multiple levels?
Yes, there are 2 levels for every character.
Okay.
So that means there is a Storm 2 where she swims through yet another maze.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. I presume that we're not going to see the second stage for any of the characters.
Oh, certainly not.
Good.
I will be pleasantly surprised if the characters make it to Gambit.
Yeah, how far is Gambit? We've got Wolverine and then...
Gambit is after Wolverine.
You'll be surprised if they make it to Gambit?
Yeah, Apocalypse is pretty tough. Off might be able to do it. I don't know. He does have a good amount of health going into the fight now, but he's got to be able to find sort of the God spot or the strat for not taking too much damage.
Oh, he just plows through your health. Holy cow.
So Apocalypse, very difficult boss fight. There is a way to sort of like keep him away from you and like sort of poke at him before he can body you. And that's kind of the go-to strat for it. It's just sort of playing keep away and take advantage of punishing Apocalypse every time he tries to punch you and misses.
Why are these like weird, gross dentures in the background?
Oh yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it represents the deep inner psyche of Wolverine's loss of control.
Oh, I thought it represented clowns.
No, those are the other things.
Oh, the clowns represent the clowns. Okay, never mind. Mumbler trying to make a jump here, but unfortunately unable to. Luckily, they found the breakable wall, and that is good. Yeah, when you're playing a game like this in a blind match, especially when you notice that the boss is destroying your health, biggest thing to consider is there a way to prolong the amount of time that I spend in this fight rather than just dying and like dying in 5 seconds. Find a safe spot, find a place where you can watch the boss a little bit to see what they're doing. I'm not sure if he had projectiles, but if so, you might be able to dodge those.
Nope, he just jumps and punches.
Oh, okay. Jump and punch. Yeah, easy peasy. Okay, I heard weird laughter.
Yep.
Don't like it.
I like how Oth managed to kill a pie-throwing clown. Acid pie-throwing clown.
Acid pies?
Yes, the pies that some of the clowns throw are made of acid. And then, because he turned his back on that part of the screen, the clown respawned and threw another pie at him. So, Oth almost reaching the top. He's got one last trip back across to the left. Schmumbler is looking pretty dire on health right now, but we'll take a moment to go for a jog.
Whee!
catch the second win there. So it's interesting. Both of these runners know ways to heal up, but Oth's is finite but rapid, right? Every time you kill he kills one of the jack-in-the-boxes, he gets a big boost to health. Schmumbler has not figured out that particular health boost yet, but Oth hasn't used the retraction of the claws to just sort of sit around and regenerate health. If either of these two players learns that second way of healing, they'll stand a significant chance of being able to fully heal up before fighting Apocalypse.
Yeah, Schmumbler should be able to, but Schmumbler still hasn't seen Apocalypse, doesn't know where the boss is. Right. And honestly, like, Author Blues is getting good enough at killing the jack-in-the-boxes without claws out that he could reach full health before even getting to Apocalypse.
Yeah, the heals in this game are very generous, like, if you find them. All right, Oth making his way up the final set of platforms.
Oh no, the clown. How dare you? Okay, one more heal there.
Decent amount of health. Let's see how we do. Oh, not quite. He almost had the right spot. There is a position that you can get in where Apocalypse tries to punch you and misses and keeps trying, and you can just barely hit his fist with the claws.
Ooh, okay, good to know. Yeah, of course, the players cannot hear us, so they do not hear any of the strats that we're talking about. Yeah, the big question is, will either player figure out how to do this, or are we going to be on creepy clown level for the rest of the forever?
Could be. Oh, Schmumbler taking another unfortunate death.
I love that his occupation is adventurer. I'm not sure if that's actually a job. What's that?
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can make a save state. Yes.
Yeah, just you shift
Shift,
and
yeah.
then press the button. Yeah. Okay, both of the players are getting back into this. Author Blues making a decent climb here. I don't know how often I can talk about clowns. And then again, like, the Jack-in-the-Box doesn't look very clown-like. We've got like
we've got toy soldiers. It's sort of like a mix between clowns and a playroom.
I just, here's the deal. Why have a playroom level? I mean, sure, video games are meant to be for kids. No kid wants to play with, like, if you're playing video games, you're too old for letter blocks. Don't put them in video games, okay?
Probably,
I don't want them. Tin soldiers? Yeah, great. What am I, 70 years old? I don't care about tin soldiers. Jack in the Box? No, put him away. Give him to the one, like, creations dude who does the YouTube videos. I'm sure he'll love them, okay?
Baby's first buzzsaw.
Say what?
There's buzzsaws on the floor.
I mean, I'll take the buzzsaw.
Okay.
Yeah, the buzzsaw's great. I've used a buzzsaw. That's the noise that they make. They cut things. Great. Exploding squares.
Yes.
I'd take exploding squares, sure. I don't know what I'll do with these squares. Just put them somewhere.
Just don't step on them. They're worse than Legos.
Yeah, true that. Now, with that said, I would kind of like these clowns' pants. You know, they're really big pants, and you can catch things in them. It's great. If somebody throws, like, a rubber chicken at you, you catch it in your pants. You get to take it home. It doesn't happen
Taking
very
another
often.
attempt at Apocalypse without claws. Can be done. It will take more hits. But unfortunately, I think he's still kind of in a bad situation here.
Ooh. Yeah, Apocalypse is pretty brutal. And does he take quite a few hits then?
It takes a significant number. I don't remember the number offhand, and it's definitely better to hit him with claws.
Are there, like, Storm had various upgrades. Does Wolverine have any upgrades in this level?
Nope, he has everything he needs. He just recovers health and either can use claws or not.
I mean, that sounds like
regular
Wolverine.
punches or uppercuts.
I've got everything I need. I don't need anybody to help. I'm just gonna go to Antarctica all alone. Blah, blah, blah. My name's Wolverine. Or Alaska. I don't remember where he goes. Some snowy place.
Canada?
Sure. He goes to Canada, gets, you know, Canadian stuff. Okay. Plane flying around, dropping bombs. We've got clowns. Of course we've got clowns. What else do we have? The letter A. You know what? For having toy blocks, there's only toy block. It's like, this
just
is
A.
not educational at all.
Yeah, it's so you remember who built these horrible levels. It's Arcade.
Oh, Arcade. It's his initial. Okay. So deep, this lore. Ooh, a lot of exploding boxes for Author Blues, but Author Blues still continuing on. Honestly, it seems like at this point, like, the rest of the level is kind of trivial. It's just the boss.
So Schmumbler has made it to the top floor of the stage. And he will get his first attempt at Apocalypse here in just a moment. And has also figured out that you can recover health from beating up the Jack-in-the-Box.
That's a very important lesson to learn.
Let's see how he does against against Apocalypse here. So, nope, unfortunately. Yep, has not learned the pattern, has not seen the pattern. But very good to at least reach the fight there. But I'm pretty sure Auth is ahead in terms of total number of hits and also reach the boss first.
Yeah, considering that we have less than 10 minutes left, I think you might be right. We might not see Gambit.
There's a chance. I think Auth might be able to do it. And if Schmumbler can figure out the pattern quickly, even he could do it.
Yeah.
They both probably get a solid one more attempt at it. Maybe two if they, like, kind of blitz through the level a little faster.
Yeah, just gotta boogie a little bit.
Yeah, Schmumbler definitely making good use of that knowledge now, so he knows that he can recover both with retracted claws and also by finishing off the Jack-in-the-Boxes without claws.
Okay, we're on to...
So Auth trying to take advantage of his regen.
Just
not enough.
This is so ridiculous. Like, here's the deal. Both of these players, absolutely fantastic. You know, Author Blues has played a wide variety of games. Schmumbler has been around the speedrunning community for quite a while. And both of them have made it this far in Kuso Live. It's just, Apocalypse is blatantly unfair.
Very, very difficult fight.
And
oh no, Schmumbler taking damage midair, drops down a whole floor and has to repeat it. Since we're almost certainly not going to see Cyclops, we'll go over his and I think Spider-Man's because we're definitely not seeing those two characters.
Sure.
So Cyclops he gets his power from the sun. And so he is stuck inside a crystal mine with electrified rails and like weird aliens and soldiers that shoot and stuff. He can still use his I-beams, but only some enemies are affected by them.
Gotcha.
And Spider-Man is apparently afraid of construction yards.
What about Gambit?
I'm not going to spoil that yet, just in case Auth gets to the next level.
Okay, I'd say that if we have like game over or like deaths from both of the players, it's probably worth mentioning.
Yep, we'll give it a shot here. We're just going to wait and see because it'll only be just a few moments for each of these players because we're down to under 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I'm very invested in this race now because they're both getting very close to the end of the level. Oh, Schmumbler missing the jump. That'll cost him.
I don't like this. Like, I don't think this is Wolverine's nightmare. I think this is my nightmare. Yeah, I didn't really play too many X-Men games as a kid, and that's probably for the best. I did play a little bit of a Genesis X-Men game when I was visiting cousins, and I think that was kind of fun, but then again, I was a kid and had no taste, so I don't know.
I mean, if it had Wolverine in it, it was obviously cool.
I mean, it had Wolverine. You could pull the claws out. That's all I remember about it.
All right, Oth at full health for this fight.
Okay.
So trying to get a decent attack off without taking hits back. Unfortunately, is not able to, and is plummeting down. So Oth
no.
takes yet another death. Still has another 5 minutes. Could make it back before the end of the match, but we'll see if Schmumbler's attempt is. Oh no! Oh, Schmumbler falling
big
2
fall.
full levels down. Still has a chance to reach Apocalypse before the end of the stage, but that is a huge time loss. So that being said, I'll go ahead and spoil it. Gambit,
Sure.
as you may well know, plays with playing cards. He loves cards.
Okay.
And the nemesis of cards and card games are board games. And so Gambit's level is chess themed.
That's... I appreciate it, developers. Thank you so much. Actually, it's probably less the development team, more the project manager. Always blame management, okay? It's always management's fault when they have something weird like that.
Yeah. Oh, and also giant balls covered in spikes, doom balls.
That's also part of my nightmares. Like, I agree with that one. Are those in chess? It's been a while since I've played. Maybe chess too.
I would say that Gambit's music is the best theme in the game. Unlike the first 2 stages that you've seen here, where the theme of the level is trying to conserve your health and methodically move through the levels, Gambit's levels are a mad dash to the exit before the ball catches up and kills him.
Ooh, okay, that's kind of fun. I mean, it's nice to have a change of pace, and honestly, if you're going to have a game with multiple characters, giving different playstyle is a good idea. I mean, like, Storm was a swimming level, a little bit weird, but it's good that we had a different mechanic than what Wolverine has. Gambit having a running, like, racing section rather than everything else that we've seen. I approve of that. Good creative choices there. Not necessarily execution-wise, but, you know.
Oh no, Gambit's level is hard as hell.
You work with what you get. If the manager says you're making Gambit race through this, you're like, how fast? You know? Got to get that paycheck.
So I do appreciate the resolve that both of these runners have with trying to finish this level and using every minute they have. You can definitely tell that they're taking a few more risks with completing the stages because they know that time is getting low. Oth is already ready for one more rematch against Apocalypse here. Let's see if he can seal the deal. So he gets 1 hit, but 2, pretty good, 3, 4.
Oh.
He's got a decent loop, but so definitely taking advantage of some of the cooldowns between that. Lots of good hits. If Oth had used his claws there, it might have been a kill.
Ooh. Well, that is fine. We have under 2 minutes left. Schmumbler technically has a chance. If Schmumbler kills Apocalypse, then Schmumbler moves into the lead. Otherwise, I believe Author Blues takes the victory here. So
I would agree.
Yeah, let's see what Schmumbler can do in the last couple minutes. That would be a huge upset, and I am always here for the underdog. So come on, Schmumbler, you can do it.
I like how the tin soldiers speed up if you get close to them. It doesn't matter which direction they're facing. They start running first, then they figure out which way to go.
Ah, yeah. I mean, it's like a deer, you know? They just run.
Yes.
It's like, oh, there's a car coming. I better start running. Or just stand there. I don't know. I'm a deer. Hard to say what I should do. Okay, we've got 40 seconds left. And with falling down, I think that might have lost enough time that Schmumbler cannot make it to the end of the stage in time. Ooh, yeah, just those small mistakes can compound and make it so that you just do not get that chance. And you want to have every chance possible to actually beat a stage.
Yep.
Yeah, with that said, I still have seen Schmumbler doing some very smart things, putting claws away whenever possible in order to regenerate health. It just isn't Schmumbler's day. Well, 2, 1, and that,
Time.
everybody, is time! Congratulations! Good job suffering, both of you. You both made it to the boss of the stage. You both fought, but both because Author Blues made it there first and appears to have dealt more hits to the boss. Author Blues barely takes the victory out of this straight-up tie between you two. Great job here.
Outstanding.
Well, everybody, we only have 1 day left of Kuso Live. That's going to be tomorrow, again at 10 a.m. So feel free to come on back. We would love to have you here. Get excited for the final matches and the chaos that we have. Until then, take care, friends.